Well, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. It's a nice Monday, to be honest. To be very happy about to be as an Arsenal fan. We got multiple news. We got such good news in terms of the sporting director, the players. A lot of injury concerns are not exactly injury concerns, and we got a lot of news regarding our transfers as well. And we will discuss everything as much as possible in as much detail as possible. But if you are having issues like me with your hairline, I guess you have L'Oreal helping you fight all that issues. But if you're just happy in life, the few things that you remember are your family and friends. And speaking about friends, let me call upon my friends again. Finally, after a long, long time, we have some of them, and that is why we call the False Five. Arush and Parth.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you guys?
Great, man.
Oh, we have somebody already. Ball knowledge, late OP. I mean, thank you for keeping us in check. That is kind of important. You as small content creators, we have to be very punctual. How are you guys? It's been long, long time. We always had
Yeah,
like bits like either Parth or either Arush. It's never been both of you. How are you guys?
Yeah.
okay. And I'm good. And I'm finally back at my home. So yeah, normalcy has returned.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is this the first team after you came back home?
Yeah,
Hmm. Good, good. Anyways, guys, these guys are there actively on Twitter, and Arush is active on Instagram as well. Do check them out. I have their socials in the description, and other people who are generally on this panel. But the thing this time is that we have one of our panel members studying the German language to try out for foreign colleges. So good luck to him. He might be making less appearances on this channel. But another guy, my friend from school, he's celebrating Eid. So we'll just give him all the
yeah.
time and enjoyment that he needs. So all the people who are celebrating Ramadan and Eid Mubarak to all you guys out there. Well, where do we start? What a news. I mean, we all knew about this, but to
Hmm.
finally confirm that he's
Yeah.
there and and we got multiple news that already he's been working with multiple deals and all of that, right? But what is your actual opinion regarding the entire Andrea Berta at Arsenal?
Arush?
I'd say it's a very positive start to what you would think of. Um, Moving past Edu Gasper, I think Andrea Berta is one of the best possible outcomes that you could come up on, and that's what Mikel Arteta has also mentioned in his interview as well, saying that he's one of those figures that would make get you strive to do better things at the club, and he gives you that winning mentality at the club. So I think Andrea Berta is right there. He's a guy who would not actually just juxtapose himself as being that guy to just say yes and like make the moves or stuff like that. This guy knows his shit. He knows he has the experience to actually deal with players, actually do sales which are good enough, which we have lacked in the past, and also have that character and mentality in the back room. So I think it's going to be a good start, and we've already had some nice juicy links coming out from his mouth. So I think let's just see how that goes.
True, true, true. But
Uh, the only word I can associate with Andrea Berta is cojones. So, by Edo Gaspar was someone who was always at the in the background, trying to get the deals done by cooking something on the barbecue. Yeah, that didn't turn out to be great, but yeah, from whatever I've heard of Andrea Berta, the even the attacking signings that he's made at Atleti, some of them didn't be successful, but yeah, most of them I like them pretty much. And yeah, he has a mind of his own. He has the players he likes, and he's someone who's challenging Arteta. And yeah, that is something that our club desperately needs, and I think he's a very good fit, and I'm glad that finally the news has been confirmed.
huh, true, true. The thing with Berta is that he has faced a manager who's probably more feisty or more
Yeah,
fierce than Arteta, right? We all know Arteta is that fierce manager, from the back stuff. On pitch, we've never like seen that side of him unless like it comes to like few moments when we played against Liverpool or against some of our London derbies or the important matches. But Simeone, he's like at your face. It's watching him is like blockbuster movie, right? So I'm glad that he's there. He knows how to face, how do you say, such characters in his life, and he knows
Yeah.
how to get things done. It's nice to see him in the press conference
Mm-hmm.
today, where he went and greeted all the journalists as much as possible, and that is why I guess they call him Milagroso Berta, which means
Yeah.
wonderful or magnificent in Italian. Many people confuse him to be Spanish, to be fair. One of them was me, but yeah, it is what it is. The first thing that Arteta said about Barca was that the first words were winning, improving, and demanding. And that is what Arteta and Arsenal wants to do. He's going to help us. His drive and will to win is going to be very, very contagious. All this is fine, but every person will always come out with great words. But his track record is something that which kind of puts into context of how a certain manager or a certain player or a certain individual does for his club. So let's look into some of the signings. These are the signings that put out by Sky, not something that I've done a compilation of. I've done a compilation of multiple players. Even Arush has put out a post regarding the different players that Berta signed, but let's just look into some of them. João Felix. Okay, João Felix is 113. I know he has flopped, but did you guys read about what happened with the João Felix situation? On
It
how it happened?
wasn't his signing, right? He wasn't the one who was the aggressor in that signing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, that's really important, right? Even till until I read a specific article, it was always that Berta was the one who racked up the price like 113, 120, whatever. But apparently, it was the CEO who was like part of the this negotiation to make sure it happens. So I guess
Yep.
that is why the high price. Julian Alvarez, we know the
Yep.
most
Yep.
typical
Top sign.
Simeone signing ever. Him and Cuti Romero. Let's see. Morata. See, Morata, I have my own thing. I feel he's like that, how do we say, uh, a piece that is used to hide something that
Build.
is happening. Yeah.
And
He's
I
a
think
money
he's a
laundering tool.
I didn't want to like say it, but it feels like a money laundering tool to be fair.
But I think that's still a fair price for Morata because considering how the market was even back in those days when he used to play for Atleti or whenever he used to move around for clubs, you could see like the top clubs aiming to sign for him. So
Hmm,
there was
hmm,
Yeah.
surely something because you see lately, like this last year, he won the Euros also with Spain, and he had
hmm,
quite a good campaign there as well. So I think
hmm,
he's a player you build around with, and
hmm.
he's proved on to do that. So yeah.
And
So,
there's this stigma attached with Alvaro Morata ever since his Chelsea days that he stays offside almost all the time. But if you consider his stats, he's been a
hmm,
very good striker for the national team and for the clubs he's played. So
hmm.
Yep.
it's just the perception of Morata among the fans is different to what it is among the ones who actually watch the game or coach players. So yeah.
Hmm. And one of his other aspects was, yeah, like you said, the Euros, right? Though he may not have scored many goals, but majority of the play was due to him dropping in deep and
Hmm.
like being that center
Yeah.
forward. So he goes underrated. I was one of those people who used to like make fun of him. I guess he's one of the easiest scapegoats to make fun of. You can't blame me, to be fair. My ball knowledge was not that great back in that time. Diego Costa, very shrewd signing, to be honest.
Hmm.
He did. I mean, with Costa's signing, I think Atletico won the title or won the Europa Cup. One of these two.
It was a
Europa, I think.
Europa League.
Because
Europa.
they won the league when Luis Suarez signed,
Yeah.
2020.
Right, right. Griezmann from Real Sociedad, if I'm not wrong. Real Sociedad?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Real
Yeah.
one
Sociedad.
of the best signings.
No, not
100%.
this, right? They sent him to Barca for like 100 or 120 million. Scammed him there for money, got him back on free. So yeah, it all works. It all works. If such things can happen at Arsenal, who knows? Maybe we might send Martinelli for like 100 and get him back for free in like 2 years. I mean, I wouldn't want Martinelli to leave Arsenal, but that's a different topic, I guess. Matheus Cunha, a very hot
Right.
topic right now. Did you
We
guys?
He
sold him for
wasn't,
almost double the price.
Hmm,
So yeah,
and
it's a W.
exactly, he wasn't such a hot topic back in the days when he used to play for
Hmm.
Leipzig also. So again, his attacking talent ID between all these players, you can just see a theme as to what
Mm,
type of a attacking profile that he likes. And the
There's
mm,
recent
just
likes of Gyökeres also
there's
just
just
makes
like
sense.
there are two or three misses. Felix, Alvaro Morata, if you can consider him a miss, and Diogo Costa for the price that they paid for him. Otherwise, all the signings have been a hit.
I mean, see, Diego
I think
Costa.
all of them have been hits, apart from like a Depay.
Memphis Depay, I mean, 2.6 million. Just change
Price
at
is
the
just a
point.
factor though, as to doing something for the club, I'm saying. I think Kuna,
Yeah,
if he
fair
didn't
enough.
perform, he used to
I mean,
come off the bench for them, but
to be fair
he got the money for them.
For Depay, right? I think he fired for Atletico in the like first five, six,
He
seven,
was
Hmm.
he was decent for
He
them.
was
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
Memphis Depay
Yeah.
was
and then he
decent.
fell off. That's a different story. That's like a very Manchester United kind of player. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. And speaking of attacking players, right? This news
Bomba.
broke, broke havoc in the entire Arsenal frenzy. Like, if it was me, I was on the Gyökeres train about like 1.5, no, exactly 1 year back, because on March 2nd, 2024, I made a video regarding this. But again,
Yeah.
if you guys have watched it, that is based on complete stats. In the videos I've been telling, I didn't watch him, it is all stats, right? Um, Stats are insane. But again, you got to put context. It is in the Portuguese league, and he used to score all his most of his goals in a five-man back system. Will it
Mhm.
work in a four-man back system? Will it work in the Premier League? I really do not know. What do you guys think?
Arth-
Uh, I feel like the thing that's being attached with Gyökeres is that he does well in a transition-based team
Hmm.
where he's afforded a lot of space. I agree with that, but
Hmm.
I feel like given the current attackers, we do generate transitions. It's just that we don't have the quality upfront to convert chances that we create on transitions. And
Hmm.
with the coming of Saka, we've missed Saka for like 4 months. And all right, and we'll get a new left winger. And if it is Nico Williams, I feel like those two are very good on counters or transitions. And if we've got someone like a Victor Gyökeres who can finish off the chances we generate, I'm pretty sure that he will bang. I mean, he's a finisher, and Arsenal does create a lot of chances. The
Hmm.
issue just being we aren't able to finish them. So again, my priority was never a superstar striker. I'm more of getting a winger who can provide for the striker. And if you are to get either of Sesko or Gyökeres, they would be available for a similar price.
Hmm.
I'm actually indifferent as to who we get, but if we had to look at the immediate impact of a signing, I feel I would choose Gyökeres over Sesko.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Varush? Would you prefer
See, um,
Gyökeres over Sesko?
I absolutely agree with whatever Path said as to how he would fit into Arsenal, the questions that you'd raise. But see, this guy has certain qualities in attack that we obviously lack. So you talk about the ball striking, you talk about like the physicality, the finishes that he ends up putting, how physical he is, stuff like that. Because we saw him play against Arsenal, everyone thought that's going to be his audition. It ended up being the audition now because we're seeing links of it. Um, he played alone versus both Saliba and Gabriel. We played a high line. Of course, he'll get the space. He thrived. He actually got into a physical battle, made himself a nuisance. And although he didn't end up scoring, he gave us enough to believe that this guy can do the job for us. But again, it's the same question as to how he build up play. He has very less touches into build up play and creating attacks. His
Hmm.
back to goal is quite questionable. You see, what I would, if I have to make sense of this transfer, it would be that of we always thought of having our center forward actually drive into the left half spaces.
Yeah.
Gyökeres is exactly that. He can do that. He can go in the right half spaces as well, and
Okay.
that can elevate our left winger into more positions into the central half spaces.
Hmm.
So whatever we saw of Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli being doing in the 22-23 season, we can see a complete package of that again if Martinelli is there. Obviously, Nico Williams also has similar qualities, but yes, again, that then transitions, although we won't face it as much, it will be obviously a big factor. And just the ball striking. I think the ball striking alone keeps Sesko and Gyökeres both at the very top, because
Yeah.
these guys don't need angles and these guys don't need many chances also. These guys
mm,
actually eat their XG that they create. You
mm,
give them minimal chances in games, they'll make the difference.
mm,
Also, another downside that I see in Gyökeres is his aerial presence, because for a guy who's 6 foot plus, he
mm,
doesn't have that threat in the box. He makes up for it. He makes up for it through his positioning. He'll get in between strikers. He'll make those runs above the offside line and stuff like that. But for a club like us who value crosses so much and we'll just bait crosses and low block times, I'm just trying to think of what he would do in order to make the difference in games like this. So, see, in the end, whatever target we are just here to search for perfection, which we will not get with any target,
Yeah.
may it be Isaac as well. So I think we
mm,
just have to accustom ourselves to
mm,
make the right analysis and then just back the player if we just sign him, because I'm not going to be crucially talking about his negatives when we sign him. So it's
mm,
just
mm,
what it is. So I think, yeah, decent option if the price is right, of course, and
mm,
if it doesn't stop
I
the other signings in the window.
see. I feel like we are equating Gyökeres' or Sesko's impact with the way
mm,
we are playing currently, with the way we are attacking currently. Like
Mhm.
Arush mentioned that in order to break low blocks, all we do is cross, or we just move the ball in a semicircle. So I feel like if you're equating the current Arsenal with the future signings that we are making, it isn't a perfect comparison.
mm,
What I'm thinking is we won't attack the same way we are attacking right now. And my only concern is we just need a left winger who can replicate, or at least, come on a similar level to what Saka does on the right hand side, so that there's equilibrium on both the sides, and then our attacker can just finish his chances, finish his food.
mm,
That is exactly what we need right now, and a technical midfielder, which we will get to later.
See,
uh,
that
mm,
is exactly why I compared him to a 20 to 23 Jesus as well. Because you see, left wing operation is very important for our dynamics. Again, crosses, whatever Martinelli used to do in the 20 to 23 season. But again, is Gyökeres that guy who can actually make those turns? Because I don't see him being agile. I see him
Yeah.
as a truck. I see him as a truck as a center forward. He moves like a Romeo Lukaku. That's how he is. And he'll
Hmm.
take his time to move and then he'll like play games. So he's not as mobile as Jesus is, or like any of the players that are
Yeah.
in comparison to him. You can bring a Matthias Cunha, you can bring a Hugo Ekitike, anyone in between in those center forward, what you would look for.
mm.
So we don't know again how our attack would be next season. Yeah, we don't know how we can just build on to what we have now. So yeah, whatever
Right.
analysis is on that.
We'll take some comments and then we'll continue the discussion. Um, Damn, early today I'll be there soon. Come on, Ainsley. We will be waiting for you and your Barca comments. Um, all the goals I see Gyökeres scores look the exact same. Yeah, exactly. Quick counters with him facing two defenders. He shifts the ball to the left half space and shoots a powerful shot. Okay. Even in this position, his skills and finishing will not go away, but not sure how many goals he can score. Okay.
I think
His
he'd
la-
find a way to score goals, because you can
Yeah.
see his
Exactly.
instinctual play that he has. I think
Hmm,
his positional movements and stuff like that, even against the best of clubs, say, okay, he hasn't played majority of the best clubs in the Champions League this season, because the
hmm,
starting games he played, he either scored or either he stank up the pitch, or he
hmm,
was injured and came off the bench. So
hmm,
in those games, if you're making the analysis, yeah, he makes sense. Then again, if you compare the same to Portuguese giants like Porto or Benfica, I think
hmm.
he has smashed goals against them as well.
Yep.
But again, those are the similar goals that we've spoken about, which again tells you as to how he operates, and if you put him in this team, how he would operate. So yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, his numbers are overinflated with penalties. I think he scored 20 penalty goals since last season.
he scored
Is
17 alone this season.
17. Yeah.
70 penalties.
But he's
They
he's won a lot of
quoting that a
them,
lot on,
so
yeah.
it makes sense that
Again,
he is
con
the one converting them. But yeah.
converting penalties again is a big answer in itself. So it's good
Hmm,
enough if he's getting. I mean, Sporting are scoring goals for fun in
hmm,
Portuguese league. So it's obvious that these guys are going to get these penalties and keep scoring. So fair enough though.
He's just, we can look at him as more of a traditional striker who will just, the reason I feel that he's not being overly appreciated by our fan base is that he's not that flashy something that people expect a striker at Arsenal to have. I mean, Jesus had the dribbling on him. Sesko, we've been linked with Sesko for over a year and a half, so it makes sense that people are sold on him. And Isak is obviously the main guy because he's currently, in my opinion, the best striker in the world. So yeah, that's the thing. If you've got a new name coming on the list and he isn't as flashy, and if he's being offered for like 60 million when he was 100 million last summer, it makes sense that people are not excited about him. But is it a signing that will get the job done, that will elevate our team? 100%. Yeah.
He
And
just did a
also
good.
for a fact that he's come from the Portuguese league. He used to play for Coventry in the championship.
Yeah,
So all
yeah.
these things again warrant to why fans are critical of a signing like that.
I mean, see, if that is the case, I mean, if it's about like late blooming, right? The only successful story that we heard about late blooming is Vardy. At the age of 27, that is when he peaked, right? Not even 27. At what age did he peak? Around the age of like 30, right? Or I think
Yeah.
30. Yeah, I think around the age of 30, that's when he peaked. See, not
Even Ian
everyone.
Wright like that.
Ian
Who?
Wright, yeah.
Ah,
Ian
yeah,
Wright.
in that is another example. Uh, Patrick Bamford, not so much, but
Patrick, come on, no. Please, please, please. Don't include Patrick Bamford and all,
no, no,
Don't
all
think
these
your
players.
FPL knowledge is going to make a difference.
see, I'm not talking about like those prolific goals, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
them scoring goals when even at that age, right? And another reason people are like not saying that Gyökeres could be a good fit for Arsenal because he will turn 27 or he's already 27 this year. I mean,
bro,
it's
that's young.
27. Yeah.
That's young.
For a striker, it ain't much. I mean, he can easily give a club like Arsenal, if he signs for us, a good 5 6 years, and it
Not
won't be an
even
issue.
five, bro. 2 to 3 seasons with two titles or
Yeah,
something won.
exactly.
We can just move on with him, bro.
100%. And 60 million in today's day and age is, I mean, a decent price, man. You can't turn it down.
And also for the fact that we signed Oba when he was 28,
Yep.
Yeah,
not even when he was like 26 or like 24 or something. So I guess like people, since we have gone into that system of just that hiring or like what employing young players who could eventually be good in like 3 4 years, I think people are like not like are not coming out of that. Like we are in a phase where we can start to win. Now you got to bring people who are like solid and all of that. So there's an interesting point that you guys brought in. Tesco also is not a good option. Even Isaac is not a good option. Why they're saying that is because this one Isaac's injury record is not great. Right? He keeps getting injured.
Everyone have.
Like I mean, I just saw Gyökeres. He missed about like 57 days. No, sorry, 71 days of football this season. But
Yeah, he got
that
injured.
means 3 times, and he's missed only 5 matches in that, and two of them are for Sweden, not even for Sporting.
yeah,
Sporting, yeah. So his injury record is kind of okay. I mean, kind of good. Unlike
He's
Isak, where
okay only.
Isak missed multiple games when compared to Gyökeres. Isak, and sorry, Sesko. I'm not sure. I'm not checked Sesko's track record.
Sesko
Right.
gets injured a while, but he's good. It's not a recurring injury. It's just a
Hmm.
one game type injury he gets.
True, true. So if you put all of this right, for about like and reports also came out saying that Gyökeres could be available for like 50 to 60 million. For that price range, there's even Sesko available, and some other reports came out saying that Bayern are ready to let go of Hurricane for like 60 to 70, 60 to 70 to 70 million. So like, let's
yeah.
put that price range, say 50 to 70 million, right? Around that range, who do you think is a better option? Or let's ask even the chat, whoever is available, whoever like the concurrent views, even do let us know. In that 50 to 70 million range, who do you think is a better option? Gyökeres, Sesko, or Harry Kane? Or even I don't know how much this guy could cost. Hugo Eki.
Yogo Ekiteki, he's a mini Isak. No, but nah, I'm
He's
not
not
in
an
mood
Isak.
for a Yogo Ekiteki right now.
Why?
Bro, he's
I'm not,
overrated.
see, having a series of good games at Eintracht Frankfurt is good. You establish a name for yourself, but when
Mm,
it comes to going to a club that is wanting to win a trophy that's been coming second for like 3 years in a row now, uh,
mm,
do you really think that he will elevate our team? No.
mm,
Do you think Sesko will elevate our team and make us title winners? Maybe,
Again,
maybe.
another thing that we haven't also spoken about is, remember when we were in for Sesko last season, uh, the thing in the contract would also be that he would play second fiddle or he would always come off the bench.
mm,
Yeah,
mm,
How 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 much is it vary for Gyökeres to do this when we have a Havertz figure in the side who already earns so much? This is
mm,
again
hmm,
something to put into context because the club have already thought about this. They
mm,
can see the way with Sesko, and obviously he signed that contract with Leipzig thinking about this as well. He would get to grow in a stage like this and then establish himself at a club, may it be Arsenal, may it be anyone else. He just got the experience that he wanted, and he's got
yeah.
quite a good season out of himself at
mm,
Leipzig. So
mm, mm.
again, this again plays a big figure in the whole contract and stuff like that. Because if you're talking about a Sesko type signing, he can give us 5 to 6 years easily. But if you're talking about Gyökeres, he can give us a 2 to 3 seasons easily.
Yeah.
Output three. Output three. Mm.
Yeah. So
What about Harry
lots
Kane?
of context. Bro, Harry Kane, I think it's just
Won't
a
sign for
way
us.
for Bayern Munich to do their stuff, bro. It's an agent talk driven. Because I don't see Harry Kane sign for us after at least playing from coming from Tottenham. I don't think he's going to come back into the
It
Arsenal
isn't even
academy
like
stuff.
he's just played at Spurs. He's a legend,
Yeah.
right? He's Spurs'
Legend
greatest
without
player.
trophies.
So I mean, it would be damning if he joins us. So
Mm,
yeah,
mm, mm.
Harry Kane won't be a possibility.
Yeah, so
Ainsley says that Gyökeres might be another
No,
Darwin.
no,
yeah,
no, 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 no.
See,
at least
for
quality finishing wise, this
Yeah,
mm,
guy is still high levels above what Darwin was when he was at Benfica.
mm, mm,
And if you see Darwin's highlights from Benfica, you would call him lackluster. You would see he doesn't have the confidence, or he just he knows he's going to get the chances, so he can
mm.
afford to miss it. That's not Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a killer in front of goal.
yeah.
But I think with Nunez, right? I don't. I probably am remembering it wrong, or maybe I might be correct. Most of his goals came from the left wing side,
From the
not as
left hand side.
yeah, from not
Yeah,
as
He
a
yeah,
play as
he
a left
used
wing
to play
only.
as a winger.
hmm,
Yeah.
not as a left winger. So, do you think it's like nice to help Liverpool, giving them that 60-70 million, get him as a left winger instead of Nico and Seven?
No, no.
If we are signing two strikers, then I would say okay, get me
Yep,
Nunes as
exactly.
after the center forward we get. But no,
Hmm.
there's no need for
So,
this, bro.
so
I mean,
you would have Nunez
getting
as
getting Darwin Nunez would just mean that we do more of the same that we are doing right now. It would just
hmm,
be an increased number. So
hmm,
it
hmm,
really won't make a difference. I want a killer center forward.
hmm,
The best one that there is in the market is Alexander Isak. The second best, in my opinion, right now, who is available is
hmm.
either Osimhen or Gyökeres. So yeah,
Osimhen is another option.
but again,
Osimhen would come in
attitude
the same
issues.
price range.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'll come to that one second. We'll take this comment. I've seen both play, and Setko fits is better. Only problem is that he's still raw. Don't think the attack is changing much next season. Just the profiles are expected to make a difference.
Profile in itself is a big change.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah.
These
Mm-hmm.
are the profiles that we lacked since 2022, that we
Mm-hmm.
ended up not winning the league and coming second fiddle. It's because of
Hmm.
these profiles that we're elevating now
Agree.
that will go on to make the difference. So these
Agree.
are like perfect like points that you put in the game and then the game just takes you to the next level, right? It's just that.
Mm-hmm.
Alongside, as much as it's important to get a center forward, it is for a left winger, it is for a defensive midfielder, it is for a backup to any position, it is for a goalkeeper backup, anything. But again, these are positions in which we have seen ourselves lack this season in terms of scoring the goals in crunch time. You see those games against in the Carabao Cup. You see that game against United in the FA Cup. All these games we created, but we
Hmm.
couldn't score. We
True.
needed those chances.
Mm.
And one thing I like about Barcelona is
Mm.
they will miss these chances.
Mm.
Yep.
but they have it in themselves that they would create those many chances. That's what I told Ainsley as well. Because
mm,
they can afford to create 10 chances, miss 5 of them, but they
mm,
will still end up winning a game which could
1, 2 or
look
3.
like a 1-0 to a 4-1 to a
Yep,
5-1. They'll
mm,
end up stat
I
padding
agree.
these games. But
mm,
for us, we have players like Havertz, who's not a good finisher. Okay, he's not a he's not a striker as well. He gets all the criticism.
mm,
Again, Jesus misses chances. Anyone who plays center forward for us, not even a center forward, any attacker for us misses chances, bar or Saka, I'd say.
mm,
So it's just how efficient you are in front of goal. And if you see Sesko's XG rate, and you see
mm.
the amount of goals that he scored this season. Like
Mm.
just try bringing up that stat. You'd see how
Yes.
good of a finisher he is, how instinctual he is in front of
Mm,
goal. You see
mm,
majority of the goals he scored in Germany for Leipzig this season as well.
mm,
Creative passes from any Simons or anyone who plays an attack for them. And this guy has it in himself to take a shot directly. That's what
Mm-hmm.
the intent that we miss. Everyone criticizes Odegaard of not taking shots. It's because it's not his. Whatever it is, it's
Forte.
it's not
Yeah.
that something he would like to play. And it's also a coaching strategy that is being applied over there. You
mm,
have someone who will challenge this, who knows that he has the ball striking to actually shoot at goal. It
mm,
will obviously make a big difference to the team.
And the difference with Leandro Trossard last season was palpable, or even last to last season. He came in, he offered something that none of our forwards did, which was ball striking, and see the impact that it made. It was because
And
of
he's
Trossard
still
that we won a lot of close games, and he
and he's
still
still
has
one of
that.
our best finishers as well at the
Yep,
club.
mm, mm.
exactly.
So
Uh,
Just trying to pull up that XG stat that you asked for.
the football that Barca plays is the ultimate dream for any attacking team because
Mm,
the amount of technical players that they've got and they don't overcomplicate it. Even
mm.
yesterday I was watching the game against Girona,
Assessment.
and Jules Koundé was not doing any of that inverted right back shift. He was
Mm,
putting in a proper right back performance, going on the overlap, putting in crosses,
mm,
taking shots, getting in the half spaces, and Lamine Yamal was always there in space with where he could put a cross in, take a shot, or lay it off for somebody else. And even with Pedri, the way Pedri controls games, would I say that he is someone that takes shots or creates goal scoring opportunities?
mm,
No, he does that obviously, but again, it's just the intent and the eye for a pass that he has and the control he has over the game.
mm,
That is what makes a difference. And they've constantly got someone or the other running, trying to make space to get a shot off, which at present Arsenal lacks.
mm,
So can that be sorted? Definitely, there's two ways to do that. Either get in a new midfielder who's creative, or just
mhm.
up the tempo of your play. So, do I feel that we'll increase our tempo? Not necessarily. So, the second thing that remains is get a midfielder in who is very good with his passing.
mm,
Someone like
That
a
will
Odegaard,
up our tempo.
100%.
mm,
Am I saying that we need a ball carrier? No.
mm,
But we do need someone who's great at passing and someone who is making those runs continuously, which
mm.
does not happen right now.
True, true. Just brought up that XG stat. Sesko's XG for this season is 7.7. Per 90 is 0.16, but has scored 14 goals. He's
Yep.
literally
Now compare this to his last season. He's had 47 shots,
uh,
7.66 XG last season, but 14 goals scored in the Bundesliga. This is an overperformance. You would expect
mm,
a +3 overall, but this guy's doing a +7 in the
mm.
Bundesliga itself. Let's try getting
Exactly.
out Gyökeres, for instance,
Mm.
because I mean
Mm,
you can compare Bundesliga being a better league than Portuguese league, of course,
Yeah.
but
mm.
okay,
Try
this
doing a
guy
take.
has an XG of 24.5 and he
Mm.
scored 30 goals. This is this season.
Plus six, plus
Last
six.
season in La Liga, La Portugal League, whatever, he
Mm,
had 22 XG and he
mm,
scored 29 goals from a total of 114 shots in a whole season.
mm.
Now let's try getting our Havertz.
Please, no, please, no need, no, no.
At
I'll take
least
the rest
he's
of the.
played majority of the games for us.
I'll
He's
take
had
the.
a nine. He's had a 9.43 xG and he scored 9 goals. He's doing what he gets. And these are what 52 shots. These are equivalent to what Benjamin Sesko gets. But I wouldn't want to compare Sesko this season
Yeah,
because Leipzig haven't been that team and they haven't been well coached as well this season. You'd see
Hmm.
majority of the games they play, they have gone from a team who hold possession to actually being a side that hits on transition.
Hmm.
And those goals come from either Openda, Simons, or a Sesko.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
those are very less shots for him this season. But yeah, again, this just tells you the whole story. You have XG overperformers and you have someone who goes equal with the XG, which makes the difference.
exactly.
And
And for
someone who
a
goes equal with the XG tells you his finishing, tells you how many chances he misses in front of goal. Yep, that's enough to tell you a good amount of story what a difference maker makes in attack.
Hmm.
for the amount of chances that we create, would I say that we create a lot? No, but we do create four good chances in a game, and we hardly score one goal of it. And the problem with
Yep.
us is, even if we get a goal, there's a high probability that it will be 1-0 till the end, and there's always a possibility of the opponent scoring a goal, which has
Yep.
happened quite a lot of times this season. So, you know, again, comparing this with Lewandowski at Barca, Lewandowski is not rated by the Barca fans. And it is crazy because look at the number of goals he scored this season. Even
He has the
yesterday, he
most
got a
goals.
brace. Even yesterday, he got a brace where it could have easily been 5-6 goals. He missed two easy chances and still he scored a brace.
Hmm.
Yep.
So
And
that is the
he
difference,
now
right?
currently has the most goals this season as well, which is quite crazy. He's the only striker to hit 40 plus goals.
He was
And
not. Hmm.
Barca fans want him to be shipped off to Saudi. Context.
We'll
See,
come to that. We'll take the rest of the
Either
problems.
either you're spoiled for choices or you don't have
Uh,
any choices at all. There's no in between.
हम्म इसाक लिवरपूल जाएगा
नहीं जाएगा. कौन पैसा ही नहीं दे है ही नहीं.
see
No one in their right mind is shelling out 140 million on an Isak alone when they've got a lot of positions to improve on. They won't spend that much amount on Isak.
okay
True.
maybe but in
See, they
terms of
have
transfer budget they
continue.
can but I don't know if they have it in them to like spend for his salary because they want to still renew Salah and Van Dijk, right?
Van Dijk,
So
yeah.
Okay,
he'll have to pay.
say they renew Salah. Say they
Hmm,
renew Salah in attack.
hmm, hmm.
But they are still willing to let go of a Luis Diaz or a Jota. I mean, two out of three, even Nunes. Two out of three,
Yeah.
they want them to be shipped off.
Hmm,
They have to look for players. And Isaac is
Yeah.
a very good option, but again, he's very expensive. So then they may reiterate to go to a Sesko. They may reiterate to go back to Gyökeres or a
hmm,
Samu Omodion or a Osimhen or anyone, for instance. They will
And
have to look for a center forward because apart from Gakpo is the only guy who looks to be like staying, at
hmm.
least
yeah.
as of now. And then they have like a Harvey Elliott or whoever plays for them.
I mean, as per Ayush, it's,
They will see. They will need a new midfielder. They
hmm,
will need a new right back. They'll need a centre back 100%. They are getting in Mamadashvili,
hmm,
whose transfer fee they will have to give to Valencia.
I
Then
think
they
they've
need.
already paid it, right?
All right, so they've paid it. All right, fair enough.
They
So, all right,
contracted.
scrap the goalkeeper. Then they have to get a winger who can play for Salah. They need a striker, and these are all the positions they need. And if you take into consideration 140 million spent on Alexander Isak, they are Liverpool is not spending 300 million in the entire window. Let's get it straight. That is
To
not how
be
Liverpool
fair,
operates.
yeah, to be fair to them, I think they should just target a Kuna for them because I
Hundred
think he would
percent.
do majority of the work that you would expect from a striker who can play left wing, who can play behind the striker as well to create. Considering their whole creative load is going to go out from Trent, I
Mhm.
think he has enough in himself to break lines to spam passes ahead. So Kuna can be a very good option for them.
100%. They also need a left back, right? And Milos Kerkez wouldn't come for less than 50, 60 million pounds.
And
So
Real
yeah,
Madrid, anyways, eyeing for him.
hmm.
Oh, not Gyökeres, sorry, but Huijsen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boys have a few questions. First, if someone has makes a comp of Gyökeres versus set defenses, how long would the video be? I like.
Exactly.
It's it's not
There's no
it's
aesthetics in
not
making a comp of him
Gyökeres's.
against.
Gyökeres can't do anything where he doesn't face settled defenses. The one time he faced a settled defense in Arsenal, he did well.
He did
So
cause an issue.
he,
He even got a shot to be fair.
He got two
yeah,
shots. Yeah.
he was good. He was very good against us.
So, yeah, I agree. Sesko doesn't really have the numbers to back him. I know numbers are not everything, but matters to some extent.
100%.
See,
Yeah.
for now we are in a position in which you have Alexander Isak, experienced best striker on planet Earth.
Mm.
The downside is what? Injuries and wages that we're going to be paying for him and the price overall, whatever. Then
Mm.
you have level down, who is a Sesko, who he has the potential. Potential is evident, but that is the bet you are going to take on him, whether he would come out directly to score now or whether he would be the striker for the next 2 to 3 years. Then there is a Gyökeres who could actually fit in between, who has the experience. Experience could get invalid because it's coming from Portugal. But then
Mhm.
you have the fact that he is a good finisher. He is hitting his prime now, and he can make the difference. Two of them fall in the same price. One is way upwards. So it's just the right bet you make because there are lots of see in the end for a team to actually make a choice on this is going to be whose strengths outweigh the weaknesses. And for Arsenal, who go through a very thorough process in terms of scouting a talent, I think
Mm.
that is what is going to make a difference for them. And hence, Berta, who is known for signing those likely players
Attacking
who
play.
fall in the bracket for centre forwards, it makes
Mm.
sense to go for a Gyökeres because I think creatively we are going to have a lot for Gyökeres to do.
Yeah,
Even if he doesn't
I
link
agree.
up play,
Mm.
see, Havertz might not be the best striker in front of goal, but he is one of the most efficient strikers in the league in terms
Mm.
of winning those duels, in terms of actually linking up play, playing passes, having that aerial presence. He
Mm.
has all of that. Gyökeres
Yep.
doesn't have that, but he has the stuff in front of goal that you want. So
Mm.
how are you planning to curb his weaknesses with
Mm.
the other players that you have in the club so that he gets platform better? It's just that.
100%. I agree.
With Lewandowski, that's what's happening. Like Arthur said, we played so much that that Lever kind of striker would.
Easy. 100%.
Would
No, I
easily
mean
have that kind of season.
the
Mm.
benchmark that you've set for your striker is here. The benchmark
Mm.
we've set for our strikers is here, and they still managed to perform here. So
Uh,
Exactly. And the games where these guys can't make the most of the creative output they have, they end up
mm.
losing a 2-1 or a 1-0.
Mm.
And that is very rare. They haven't lost
yeah,
majorly this season because they have such wide variety of attackers in their side and all
Mm.
goal scoring options in midfield as well. They
Mm.
can see out games. So,
Mm.
yep,
Ayush, I would say buy Gyökeres, buy an upgraded left wing, and a good midfielder. Next season is yours. Are you
next
trying to
season
jinx
yours
next
is
season
fishy.
already?
next
Like,
season is our season, and we've been saying this for like 3 seasons now.
no, 2 seasons. Let's be fair, 2 seasons.
Hmm.
In the first season, when we were on top, we were like polar bear in Arlington. No idea how that happened, but yeah. You might have to buy a good centre back as well, as Saudi might
No,
come for Magalhaes. As
He's signing a contract, bro.
yeah,
he won't leave.
before we get into the rest of the comments, right? Nice thing that has come out is that Berta said that he's there to like make sure that all negotiations are done. I think there's more
Yeah.
transparency regarding that. At least we'll have
Hmm.
more information. At least that's what Fabrizio said. So we're assuming that that is going to be the case. So let's see.
And Fabrizio today as well said, right, that Saka, apart from him coming back, he's also going to be signing a contract, which already is till 2027, but they're going to start work directly. And then there
The
is
o-
Waneri's contract, MLS's contract, whoever
Mm-hmm.
in attack other than
the
that you want to
the
get.
only concerning bit when it comes to contracts for me is William Saliba.
Saliba.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apart from him, everyone is signing 100%. There's no way they
Mm.
are not signing a contract.
Like in all
I'm not
honesty,
even
Saliba is the
entertaining.
best.
Yeah, I'm not even entertaining
Uh,
talks of Gabriel going to Saudi. He won't. Uh,
Discuss
hmm.
stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
can hear it. Like Saliba is the most Atletico coded player. Not Atletico, like Galactico coded player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, yeah. Don't let the other club make the route in the UCL against us.
Okay, okay, my video seems to be having an issue.
Nice. It's fine now. It's fine now.
It's fine
Okay.
now.
Uh, I guess good content creators have internet issues to be honest. Yeah, like Dutch Pro.
Oof,
Anyways,
oof.
coming a crazy stat, Haaland has the same goals as his XG, 29 XG, 27 XG
27 goals
goals
last season.
last year.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
does miss a lot of chances. He does miss a lot of chances. But again, there's the lever thing that happens with him. Even if he misses chances, there's enough goal scoring opportunities created for him where he can still score goals. So
And
mm,
this is
that is
exactly
exactly
why
the thing
Barcelona
that's
fans want to replace Lewandowski with Haaland, but which will
yep.
obviously be impossible because he's just signed what a lifetime contract or something with them.
Nine and a
uh-huh.
half year contract.
Till what? Till 34.
Yeah. It's
20,
nine
20,
and a half year.
2033. Yeah.
Nine and a
Till
half year
33.
contract.
Oh god. Uh-huh. I will bro say Sesko.
Let's go Ekiteki.
eh, eh,
Cunha is the best suited, but from whatever I've heard from Ayush about Cunha, he's just concerned about his attitude. And
uh-huh.
even everyone
Obviously,
else
why
who's
not?
linked with him is concerned with the same thing.
You look at
Mm,
his
I don't
attitude
feel
now,
like,
bro. He just signed a contract in January and he's come
yeah,
out in an interview yesterday saying, I'm looking for new options. He got his
mm,
bag, he changed his mind. That's just how
mm.
simple it is with him.
I mean, we all knew
I
he was
don't
like
feel
to
like
say.
Sesko. I don't feel like Sesko is a very Liverpool coded player. Ekiteki can be,
Mm,
but Ekiteki is a option that Liverpool can look at, and I feel that it is a probability. But then again, winning the league and going for a striker like Ekiteki doesn't make sense.
And I would
mm,
not want Liverpool to actually go for Ekitike. At least after a season winning
mm.
campaign, I won't let them downgrade to what they actually have.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, Darwin Nunes can't be worse than Hugo Ekiteke. Man. Come on,
Hmm.
Diogo Jota, even a Diogo Jota.
Mm.
You saw that tweet yesterday. I think it was one of my friends when he put it, but he said I would take a Darwin Nunes ahead of a Viktor Gyökeres, and that got like some 200K views or something on that, and everyone
Yeah.
was like trolling him. But I get why he said it, but that's not something you say, bro.
Uh-huh.
And I
I
won't be
mean,
as surprised to see a Kuna linked to Arsenal by summer because again he is Berta's man.
Exactly.
Berta
yeah.
obviously has the first hand. So there'll be
Mm.
some agent-driven talk, some talk coming out that Arsenal are in contact with Kuna. So,
Mateus Cunha for us is a very good fit.
but he would be my second choice to the first striker that we're getting, or the first left winger that we're getting.
I don't see him as a striker. So yeah.
Yeah, same. Even I don't see him
With
as one. But yeah,
Sesko, right? Um, this might come off like a very grandpa kind of opinion, but I'll just say it. Might as well say it, right? Sesko at this thing at United, the issue is that Rasmus is not bad, but at a young age, he's just given the full responsibility to go
Yeah,
bang those goals, right?
I agree.
And even the whole reason why Chino is not getting that much pressure is because Rasmus is facing the brunt of all that. Now, if you're getting Sesko, who's like what 21, 22, who's not fully like ready to like face or like, take up all the responsibility,
Hmm.
do you think it would be too much for him, and hence even the 50 million price tag in this market, just 50 million, I'm just saying, would be like too much of a responsibility for him? In because of that, that could be another reason why he might flop for us.
what?
Yeah,
Say again, say again.
No, I'm saying that see, Sesko is not fully ready to take up all the responsibilities to bang all those goals for Arsenal. Right?
Hmm.
He's still raw. Like how Rasmus is like facing the brunt of all that pressure from the fans, from everyone. Being a young striker who's yet to develop a lot of things, do you think that could be another thing that could happen to Sesko if he comes to Arsenal, as he would be our first striker signing since Opa,
yeah.
since Jesus. So there are high chances of him flopping because of the pressure, the mental side of that. What I'm thinking.
It's a
See,
possibility.
even if he gets Sesko, if he gives me 15 goals next season, being second fiddle to Havertz, I'll be more than happy. But the fan base
100%.
won't. The fan base expect
100%.
30 goals from him. He will
Mm,
be criticized. He will miss some sitters. He
mm,
will score crunch times. But we will still have our fan base criticize any player that you bring. You
mm.
bring in an Isaac in this Arsenal side, you will have our fans because we just know our fans how they are.
No, 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 no. See, the fans screaming is one thing. Is the
Yeah,
player too young to even like take it up? Like I know the 27-year-old Gyökeres being the championship, going to Portugal, buying on the schools, and him having that ego and able to handle it is another thing. This bro is what 21, 22.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
because you made that decision to invest in a young striker, right?
100%.
Mm,
If
It
if
makes
we
sense
had
to. Yeah.
if we had Benjamin Sesko come in as not the first choice striker, but as a striker, but as a developmental striker, I would
mm,
have taken him in a heartbeat. But the thing is,
mm,
with the 25-26 season on the horizon, I
mm.
see Benjamin Sesko as a first choice striker. So he will be
Ah,
playing all the games.
true,
Do
true.
I think that he can just, come in the Premier League, score
Mm,
20-25 goals, and give us the league next season when it's the most needed for Arteta as well as for the squad?
mm,
No,
mm,
right?
mm,
So for me, I'm not looking at right now. I'm not looking at the process. Like, okay, if we get a Nico Williams in, if we get a Benjamin Sesko in, we'll be a serious attacking threat come 2 years or 3 years down the line. I want results next year.
mm,
Yep.
See,
And I don't see Benjamin Sesko providing us that until and unless there's an incredible amount of chances generated each game,
mm,
and we somehow, score 3-4 goals every game, which I don't see happening. So,
mm,
yeah.
see, if Arsenal fans are talking about finished products
mm.
and you are saying you want to win the league next season, why are you all such fans of Nico Williams?
Because, no, again, I can afford to have a clinical striker and a developmental winger, but I can't afford to have two developmental players who will explode after 2-3 seasons. I don't
But the
want
left
that to
winger
happen.
position is much more important than that it is of a center forward for Arsenal.
No,
Who
I
gets
think,
more
but
hate? No, no, no.
yeah,
Wait, tell me,
mm,
who gets more hate at Arsenal this season? Havertz or a Martinelli?
Right, I get it. I'm hearing you. I'm
I mean
hearing you.
both, right? I mean, I don't know the measure, but I think I've seen both of them getting so much hate. So
Exactly.
I,
Tells you a
No,
lot,
I
bro.
mean
that's a very good.
the ones that hate Havertz purely out of passion. They don't have any
Yeah.
backing to it. The ones who
Mm,
hate Martinelli
The ones who
actually,
hate the ones who hate Havertz are the ones who see him as a striker but say that he's not playing. But the
mm,
yeah,
ones who don't hate Havertz see him as a whatever midfield second
mm,
striker position that he plays to
mm.
actually not make a difference.
True,
So
yeah,
true.
again, as much as you would want to talk about the growth and like the potential not being put into picture, there is a
Mm,
lot that factors into that as well. Because as much as we all are thinking that Sesko will play striker next season, come any game in the Premier League, he won't.
mm,
Even a Gyökeres comes, I don't see him start every game because I made the difference, right? One is good in link up play, one is good in front of goal. We will
mm,
have certain game types. And now
mm,
that you're seeing
mm,
Arteta rotate the squad, actually play his options, vary
mm,
between a Trossard or a Martinelli, even the both are ass, he's varying between them. When you
mm,
see an Odegaard not being when you don't see Odegaard not being the option against certain sides, you'll see a Waneri come in. When you don't see
yeah,
mm,
Saka can play any game. In fact,
mm,
he's just abnormal as to being the best right winger you have. But this again comes with what you would see in game states. Again,
mm,
midfield. You won't see Zubimendi and Rice play every game. You won't see Rice play every game. You won't see Zubimendi play every game. It's just
mm,
how the squad is going to because we're reaching our peak, right? You
mm,
would
mm.
see certain combinations that work out very well. So it just warrants
yeah,
to that, in my opinion.
Let's quickly get into the comments and then go to the next topic because so much to cover. Uh, Vivek, bro, how are you? I mean, doctor, sorry. How are you, Dr. Vivek? I hope you're doing well. Hello to all three and Lala bhai. Sorry, माफ करना लाला भाई. But सवाल तो बनता है कि did Ta say Tata to Oli and go? Oh God. I mean, no shade to Ayush bro, but if you look at his last 3 4 streams, it has been about trends. So I guess it is more about uh, it's it's a bad breakup.
And
Let's just say that.
I won't laugh because this can happen to Saliba. So yeah, I feel what he's feeling right now, man. I would.
Not even
See,
Saliba. It won't
Saka.
happen to Saka, but I get
Yeah,
why these people are asking us to think of Saka in Trent's
Mm-hmm.
position. But you're talking about a player who's won everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about a player who's won everything, who's hit his prime,
yeah,
who is running down his contract not because of his fault, because of your owner's fault. So
Mm-hmm.
it is valid for him in a person. It's think of yourself getting a promotion in a job and getting the money, getting the exposure, working in the best company, just that.
yeah.
It's as simple.
I would hold a grudge against Saliba if he left without, getting us any trophy. If he wins the Premier League and if he sees a Real offer coming and if he fetches us 100 million, yes, you can leave. I mean, you deserve to leave because I won't say, even being an Arsenal fan, I won't say that Arsenal is the biggest club in the world. I won't because I know for players, Real Madrid is seen as a destination they ultimately want to be at. So
Mm-hmm.
be it, man. I won't have any issue then.
Barca isn't because they're on a budget. Anyways, moving on. Fast. Kirkes will be less than 50 million. Hugo has been in contact with Bournemouth.
Dukes.
Hughes,
Hughes,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Hughes has been in contact with Bournemouth from December, so I think we can strike a deal.
That is like a
He,
position meant to be for them. That is a signing that is meant to be.
yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
Lala bhai, is Robertson and Simikas gonna move out,
Simicas.
or is only one of them gonna move out?
From
I,
what I've heard, they still want to keep Robertson.
I
I
have to
think they'll
get
keep.
back to Lala bhai, bro. I will write a piece on Liverpool in the summer.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Shah is a huge loss for Trent is a huge loss for Liverpool. He's basically one and the only right back who used to play make the game play even in defensive transition play or
Yeah,
even or something Pirlo used to do at two.
100%. He's a
Exactly.
unicorn.
They are having majority of their creative output being gone from this team. What are they gonna do next season?
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the midfield profiles that they have, they
Mm-hmm.
are good for a series of games or
Mm-hmm.
a consecutive number of games, but they can't do it throughout a season. So
Mm-hmm.
where Liverpool would fare without these players who are in contract talks, without these major sales, is again questionable.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Part doesn't matter
If you
if
Part
don't
we
want
don't
to
suits.
enter.
if we don't want to
But
enter, but strong
strong
rumors
rumors
Gabriel.
Gabriel wants the move because of the money. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen any strong rumor of him wanting to leave for money.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like it's just an agent talk to get him a better contract, which he
Yep.
definitely deserves.
And it is
Mm-hmm.
obvious because this contract has been delayed since the start of last season, and
Yeah.
we are approaching the end of this. The only reason people say that he wants the bag is because he comes from South America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. He has made his living here in London because he worked his way out throughout his career, playing from Brazil. He had stints in Russia.
Yeah.
He played in the French league, and now he was the first player who actually gave his all to the project under Mikel Arteta. His
100%.
first
Yeah.
signing as well. So for him, who is what how old is he? He's 27 or something.
27, 27.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for someone who's 27, he would obviously want to finish the stuff because he's approaching his prime. It's not like this guy was a ready-made player. He's built into what he is now. You
Mm-hmm.
are having conversations of him being the best center back because of how much faith he put into the project.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%. Yeah.
he will not look to get a move out of the club just like that.
The thing is with Arsenal, the expectation of a trophy is so much so that, even the players do feel like it's their responsibility to deliver something, right? Because if it was a club that was, finishing top four comfortably, never challenging for the title, I would be all right. You can leave. You can look at better opportunities for you to win big things. But when you're this close to winning something big, the
Mm-hmm.
players want to give it their all, and these are the players who have built the Arsenal that Arsenal is right now. So they
You
won't
can see
abandon the
how
ship.
you can see how Arsenal has always been that family-driven cultural side
Yeah,
who actually function as a family on the pitch as well. And you can compare this to any type of Chelsea side, any type of United side, any type of Tottenham
Will
side,
be there.
and you can make a difference. Because Liverpool, at least, they have been competing for the title for so many seasons in a row now. So
Mm-hmm.
you can say that these people have their set of players who have also been built around since Klopp's
Yeah.
time.
I
And
mean,
that's what Arteta has done as well.
You could say that Tottenham is a family-run club, no? Like the way, remember last season where they brought all their family after winning one match in starting of the season itself. But
They are a
yeah, anyway,
family-based side for other clubs.
uh,
How
that is
they
true.
baited themselves to play against City, missed their
Uh,
chances, and now they are where they are, where they could have gotten Champions League,
mm,
progressed there. So
mm.
yeah, their
True, true.
family planning is different.
Mm-hmm. When we say ship him to Saudi, it's because he's 36 and we won't have the legs next season. We need to replace him ASAP. Also, he does miss chances. Mm,
Easy chances.
easy chances. In my opinion, be it Sesko or Gyökeres, both are going to be bets because that's the history. Any player who comes to Premier League from other leagues are bets. Example,
Yeah,
be it
hundred
Nunez or
percent.
Laka, both are true. True. I'll look
Hundred
at it like
percent.
that. Mm-hmm.
Aubameyang was an exception.
True.
I have no idea how just Aubameyang came in and started to smash
Bang.
goals, man.
I think Lacazette's stint also is very underrated for what he did
Yep,
for the
I
club.
agree. I agree.
Especially post Oba. Post Oba,
Yeah,
Laka was
post
like
Oba also.
insane. Yeah.
He was used
Lacazette,
in so many positions, bro, and he
yeah,
Uh,
actually did quite a good job. I mean, you could
the
argue
man.
that Nketiah could have started in front of him and stuff like that to all
mm,
criticize Arteta, but
mm,
what he did that time made sense. And
100%.
also,
Yeah.
this transition from another league is going to fool lots of people on what it is for Hugo Ekitike, because
mm,
we've seen Marmoush, him being the supreme talent that he is, he came from a Frankfurt side and he's doing well for City. That's
mm,
not
Yep.
because Frankfurt is good or the transition happened so good into a good team. It's because he was good. If you
mm,
are
Yep.
expecting the same for Ekitike, you will be in for lots of surprises. Because
true.
majority of the people are hearing names now and are
Mm,
seeing comps into which he scores goals.
mm.
And this is the same thing what Xerxes did last season, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I still rate Xerxes,
Mm,
but
Yep. He's good.
he's not being utilized in the way that you would want him. And
mm.
United is the last club you would think of him to play at
I mean,
for
And
this development to
to be
there,
continue.
fair,
there was a weird thing when it came to Zogzi. On United channel, I just said that Zogzi is a player similar to Havertz, and they were like, "No, Havertz is so shit. Why are you comparing the supreme talent as Zogzi is to Havertz?" I'm like, I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that they play in a similar position. You can't
mm,
Yeah,
expect Zogzi to be your main striker, score 30 goals for you.
and
mm,
you can't
mm,
expect talking football with United fans as well, which is completely fine. I mean, you didn't name the channel, but I know the channel as well, so it just tells
Yeah.
me a lot about the stuff.
don't ruin future possible collapse, please. Same thing with Samu. He's a great striker, but his finishing is still raw.
100%.
Mm, mm,
Again, he
I
plays
mean,
in
if
Portuguese
if
league.
you see if you
mm,
see Gyökeres as being mid, how can you say that Omorodion is great? I mean, he plays in the same league.
mm. I will take Nunez. The chaos he creates in a Mikel Arteta team will be a thing of joy when I see him play for Uruguay. It's wholesome. Nunez just needs what Havertz need.
I
Nah,
get
Simple.
your
we
mixing.
are not arm around FC man, please. We are beyond that, please.
I get Vivek and I support him in this, but this
Uh,
is all to do if we have the
See, 2 years back
the
I would take
freedom to
Nunez.
get, yeah, if we
Exactly,
have the freedom to get another
Mm,
exactly,
striker in front of Nunes and this guy can play second fiddle, then
mm.
100% I'm taking Nunes because I really like the dude.
100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
True, true, true.
Agreed.
I would take him because thing is that he can play even left wing. He'll do something. कुछ तो करेगा. Like we need somebody on left wing. He'll fall in the left wing and he'll do something. So I would take him. Just that not now. Like 2 years back, I would definitely take him. Now we need somebody who can export bangles from now. And second
We
I
are
fiddle, if he's
s-
okay, then yeah.
we are so cooked that we're entertaining these conversations. Oh my God.
exactly my point. You know,
Uh, Sell Martinelli. See, Martinelli is not Rafinha. Rafinha is all talk, no bite for Brazil. Okay, shush.
True.
I'd
You should
argue
walk your
Havertz.
talk, bro.
Mm, I'd argue how Havertz is more hated. Plus, there's no Finnish left wing right now.
left wing, yeah.
Rodrigo isn't coming.
Rodrigo isn't a
Krab is
left winger.
gone. Plus, we need some chaos on the left wing and one v one ability rather
Hundred
than someone
percent,
who's score.
100%. That is why we are looking at someone like a Nico Williams. Does Nico Williams have an incredible output when it comes to being in front of goal? No. But what he does on the wing is
Mm.
something that any team desperate for some chance creation would love. And that
Mm.
is
Mm.
exactly,
Again,
1v1 ability,
potential
pace, chaos. That is Nico
potential
Williams.
is all that you're taking a bet in, because you see
Huh.
Williams's stats this season in terms of goals and assists, they stink. If you are making
Mm.
an analysis on that, you are
Mm.
wrong.
Yep.
Again, you have
Mm.
to watch him play. That's why you stats don't tell
I
everything, right?
agree. And
That
this is an opinion I held of Nico Williams when I didn't watch a lot of him. Now that I've,
Mm.
gotten in some games of Nico Williams, I'm sold on that guy. He is a proper winger, man. I don't care about the output he generates. I know what I'm seeing on the wing, and I love it. Yeah.
we were officially sold on him to
Yeah.
very early. So
Yep.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are like prime there.
Mm. Martinelli just 22. Ainsley, have some patience. Even Vinny or Rodri
Hey,
criticized
he's
to
trolling
show the
Rich, bro.
world. And Ainsley is a Brazil. He's a Barca fan. That's and Rafinha
He's
as well.
just
So
trolling. He's just
makes
trolling.
sense. Yeah.
Ask him to
Mm.
have some conversations about Ansu Fati, and he'll leave the chat.
One discussion you all miss, in my opinion, is how much of the individuals in our team are going to hit their prime and stay in it for the next five years. Three after Cronkies had major
Yeah.
shares at ours.
Fuck the
Huh?
players, bro. Is
No,
the
I think we
manager going to
spoke
stay
about this
after
like
next
multiple
season?
times.
100%.
Hi, my God, I'm not ready for that conversation, but okay. Oba was a world-class player already, bro. He was carrying Dortmund against Pep Guardiola's Bayern group and in Champions League in
Yep.
a Klopp Tuchel system. That's what we
Yep.
say, na? Like he's a world-class player, but would he adopt to a Premier League system? I mean,
There
Premier League
aren't many
environment already.
there aren't there aren't many players coming from a different league into the Premier League and kicking off their career at the Premier League club on a high. There are hardly any players like
Mhm.
that. And if you put that in a dysfunctional Arsenal side, it is even
Mhm.
more impressive.
Mhm.
By the way, am
Oh,
I cooking, bro?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ansu Fati is goated. Arsenal
Why
should
do you
partner.
think that I'm wearing a blue shirt, man? Come on.
Yeah, a blue shirt for Brighton support. Brighton, Ansu Fati, world class
Brighton
season.
answer party.
Uh-huh.
I remember some of
Uh-huh.
the Brighton fans being happy when Ansu Fati's loan period ended, man. And I was like, what's happening, man?
No, 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 that could be like their this thing, na? Essential to Aston Villa, Ansu Fati to this thing. So it could be something you never know. But yeah, just wanted to. Parth had the best season in her history when we
When
were
we were
arm around
hammered.
FC. See,
The
during that arm around FC, right?
expectations the expectations were such that we would be happy if we got a second place finish. Now the
Yes.
expectations are we want to win the league, and we can't win the league with Darwin Nunez as our first choice winger or striker.
Oh, he's like,
They are cooking, man. RCB is going on an invincibles run.
You're
Get
seeing how
in.
all these trophy virgins are having such a good season this season.
oh
Like you see
yeah,
DC, you see
PC
PBPS, you
finally.
see RCB.
Yesterday I saw RCB being first on the table and Delhi Capitals being second, and I was like, "This is not the IPL I grew up watching, man. What's going on?"
Woke nonsense, bro.
Bo-
Oh, by the way, she's my friend, so be a little bit polite, but it's okay. इस साल का
Don't
अपना
worry,
मतलब इस
bro.
साल का लॉलीपॉप है
When
ना
it
ये
when it
साला
comes to
quadruple नाम दे ये साला quadruple नाम दे
RCB, we are all cookies, bro, for their
हाँ
full
success.
support, man, full support.
for what
And being in Karnataka, I can't say shit, bro, because people will come
wait
at me over here.
wait you all of you want RCB to win.
Man, I know that they won't win, so like I'm like,
Exactly.
okay,
You
man,
don't have
come
to
on.
think for them to win. They are not going to do it
Yep.
anyways. You don't have to think and all. There's no thinking
Dude,
analysis part in RCB.
if
It's just you
RCB
play, you win, you learn, bro. There's no between over
RCB
there.
RCB is that बच्चा of any family, जिसको सब जाके सब ऐसे करते हैं.
Dr. Anisha, you brought this out yourself. I had nothing to do with this.
Ah,
I'm not
that was bad.
casually trying to shift the conversation from football to cricket. Ha ha ha.
We have to, because we've taken quite a lot of time on this topic. So
True,
Yeah,
true. We can't be too confident about Williams. His comms too
camp
demand.
is
His camps too
comms.
demanding.
Camps.
No, I thought before you said comms, I thought
Yeah.
like that was camps too demanding, and Arsenal Football Club therefore doesn't like his what?
For who? You're
Doesn't
saying
like
what?
his first choice. I don't understand. But we are also helpless at left wing market is shit. Can't
how does he
bring
not
any
look
other.
like the first choice when we gave our whole last summer onto him? How
No,
do you
no.
think that?
The discourse around Nico Williams is that he's waiting for Barcelona to make an offer to him, and
Hmm.
he'll go to
Obviously,
Barca. So that is the
but
talk that
again,
we've been
how
hearing.
much of the release clause can Barcelona play? Can they do
Play,
it?
yeah,
Yeah,
and release clauses have to be paid in a go. You can't defer it
exactly.
over years.
Yeah, no, but tell me this, like, why will Yamal go there when Rafinha is doing so well? If he goes to Barca, I know Rafinha needs to get rotated, but yeah
Yeah,
is Williams okay to
that's
play?
a good that's a
What?
good
I
point.
didn't get you.
No, see,
Rafinha plays on the left at Barca, right? So he's
hmm,
saying that if Rafinha is a nailed-on starter, how does Nico Williams get in that team?
he'll have to play
True.
second fiddle.
Very
Is he
fair.
okay to
That's
play?
a good point. That's a good point.
And Rafinha was the guy who had the nailed down spot at right wing, and then Yamal came into this team, and he
Hmm,
took over that position.
hmm. So yeah, it is what
I agree.
I don't know.
Can't.
Uh,
But the last part of the comment, can't name any other definite upgrade on their league. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean,
Oh
Lookman,
please,
Semenyo,
please. I can
Nelly.
name
His camp,
plenty of
his
wingers who
camp
are
is
better
demand,
than Nelly.
his camp is demanding because that's the way you pay upfront in Spain, right?
Yeah,
Hmm. I
So
think release
simple.
clause is not an issue. It's wages that is an issue.
reaches.
Hmm.
And if you think he is not one of the best left wing options in Europe currently, then that is a you problem, bro. Actually, I'm being honest too.
Yeah,
But Nico Williams is one of the best you would get on the market now.
hundred
Guys,
percent. I agree.
I hope you guys are subscribed because please, we're stuck in the three in the 530s for a while. We need to go to like 540, 550, 1000, a million. So
Yeah,
yeah, Anisha, RCB has started like they're going to win it all. Just only means that they're going to bottle it in
yeah.
second.
You know what is, you
Win
know
ya to
what
learn
this
hai,
is
guys.
called. What this is called in medical terms,
Oh,
premature ejaculation syndrome.
bro, please. My mother watches the stream. Please, I beg you. My mother watches the stream. Can you like?
Parth thought he cooked there, but he conceived there.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
Absolute cinema.
Oh God. To be fair, Rafinha can play centrally perfectly well. He actually started the season playing centrally, considering that Olmo was injured. I mean, he's still injured, but yeah, it is what it is. Even those hospital bills they need to pay. Who will they pay for? How will they pay? Not going to happen. Rafinha will become a 10 and Williams on the. And I don't want another saga of us chasing him. Oh, what is happening? Amma,
This guy is going through some trauma, bro, but I get his points.
Amma, in Manchurne, I'm not like this. It is just a chat. It is not me. Please. But yeah, let's go on. FA Cup. Hey, it's funny like how Arsenal and United are the two teams that have won most FA Cups and not there. But it's nice to see
would have
Rashford score
been
though.
this would have been our best chance of winning silverware this season, man. Had we gone past United, come on. What is this for, man? Come on.
Hey, see, it's nice because we'll finally have.
It's nice, but it is not the semi-final I would imagine, right?
This is good for a change, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a change, right? I agree.
for football's sake, I think it's nice. We might have a new winner. I hope it's not. I thought Bournemouth will
I
win, but
really
nothing.
want Palace to win it, man.
Hmm.
Imagine Forest win it, bro.
No, I don't
No,
want
actually,
Forest.
except
The
City.
last team I want to see winning the FA Cup is Villa. I can't
Yeah.
with that man. You know, Villa will finish seventh, eighth in the league. They'll win the FA Cup, and people would be like, "Nah, Arteta man, Arteta out."
Emery.
See what Unai Emery's done at Villa.
Oh yeah, they might be like, oh, it is Emery's team that won the FA Cup for Arsenal. Oh my god. Oh boy. I can't. And also, if they win FA Cup, they're going to Europa or a conference league.
No idea, bro. With how the season is going by, we have 10 competitors, so let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bro, everyone said the same thing few seasons back with Rafa and Kunde, and eventually we signed them.
It's
Ah,
now we are not talking about you not siding players. It's about why would you be siding a Nico Williams when you've got good players
ah,
already who are nailed on starters?
true. And that time you were pulling levers. Now you have to.
Pulling levers.
Now you don't know what to pull. Probably just a I'm not saying. Anyways, um, the Premier League is back, guys. I mean, I thought these were some interesting games because Brighton and Villa are pushing for the European positions.
Yep.
Forest, if they win, they're putting pressure on Arsenal. So I hope.
United should be winning this game, man. I've never wanted United to win a match more. Please
You,
get a win.
United are clear favorites for this one.
Yep. Easy
Parth,
cooking, man.
Parth, this is your fault. This is a problem in the current generation due to the stress, anxiety, and pressure under nutrient low esteem. Bhai,
Who would have thought I would come early
Who
on
would
the
have
stream
thought?
just to
Not me.
learn medical science and stuff like this, bro?
Parth, what have you started? What have you done? What is this? See, it is not wrong. My only question is why? We all need to be aware of such things. I agree. But why? Why now? Why now? But anyways, thanks for the information, Dr. Vivek. We all needed to be educated some way or the other, I guess. Thank you, Parth.
Mm-hmm.
It-
Through RCB, yes, for sure, guys.
the Merseyside derby, in my opinion, I think Arsenal can still fight for a title. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Huh?
Yeah,
Arsenal,
yeah.
if
We are
if
winning it
Liverpool,
because Liverpool is going to bottle the league now.
Well,
Parth,
are playing so hard that I can't
Parth, are
even
you happy?
join in.
Parth, are you happy? Hey, already my hairline is going. I'm not finding a job. And all this stress. I didn't need even this information.
And I can assure you, Dr. Vivek, I'm good, man. Everything's
My
working
Nobody
perfect.
wanted to know. Nobody wanted to know. But
my
nobody
pull-out game
wanted.
is strong, guys. I have good strength. I didn't need science classes to become a father, guys. We are still early in the process. So yes. Gen Z's, good luck to you all.
The stream will be why Suchis will get cancelled and why you guys.
Are-
The day we get some traction, this stream is coming down, bro.
Bring. Yes.
If this
Bring.
becomes another Samirana kind of Samir situation,
We aren't that big, but okay.
I mean, if you get traction, what is the first thing to do to bring down those people down? Not such
Imagine,
people.
imagine, imagine us featuring on Republic TV, man. Arnab Goswami would be debating about us.
Uh,
Imagine the panelists they'll bring on that channel, though.
Dr. Vivek.
London Derby. I hope. I hope. I hope.
Tottenham win.
I hope Tottenham
I
win.
want Tottenham to win.
I hope
I think
Tottenham win.
Chelsea
I
will
hope.
win, though.
I
I
think
mean, they
Everton.
lost to their under 21s
That 3-0.
the other day, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, Chelsea has been losing a lot of games and nobody is talking about them.
They
Mhm.
were supposed to
It's
compete for the
normal.
title, but they played low key with the top four race, and now they're not in top four, bro. It's too funny.
Uh,
Like at least embrace what you have, no?
mhm.
Yeah.
Arush didn't read my chat properly.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
Uh,
AFC.
he's AFC's first choice,
Yeah.
but he might prefer Barca
Yeah,
Bayern. Oh,
that's
Bayern.
why.
Wow,
Bayern, no, no, no. Please no.
300 and
Please
Rafinha,
no.
Yamal.
Nobody would be ecstatic to play for Vincent Company, man. Please no.
Hmm. I mean,
No.
Olivier was convinced, so why
They
not?
have to replace
No.
they have to replace Muller right this season. Do you think
Okay.
Watts is the Muller replacement?
Yeah. I see Florian Wirtz going to either Bayern or City.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
With the issues that he's been having at Leverkusen, I feel that yeah, he'll be moving in the summer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Guys, keep subscribing. And yeah, I told you that not going to talk more points, more than 1 point from this day to the end of season. If Liverpool complicate to, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why we're going to win the league. Okay, this is exactly why. Saka, Saka is
This is
back.
why we're gonna crash Real Madrid, bro.
This is why Madrid is going to fear. Believe. You
You
know how
are
much.
not ready. You are not ready for a Saka off the back of an ACL. ACL, no, of a ligament tear. Yeah.
You know how much I believe in him. This is how much I believe in him. I brought him into my FP. I captained him. Deal with it. Uh, but yeah, man, like it's huge news. Saka. See, we all
Yeah.
knew Saka was like in and around the team, but we didn't know that he was raring to go. Arteta said that he might be raring to go. Again, that could be mind games. In my opinion,
Now
it could.
give him some minutes. Give him some minutes against Fulham.
Mm,
Possibly give him 70 odd minutes against Everton and then start him against Madrid.
eh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
Off
think
the
even
bench
Madrid.
versus Fulham, start versus Everton,
Mm,
and
Yeah.
start versus Real Madrid.
mm. I too feel the same thing.
We've had to endure Raheem Sterling, Leandro Trossard, and what is his name, Gabriel Martinelli for 4 months. Man, you don't know how much
Gabriel
I've
Martinelli
been.
wasn't even there.
Yeah,
No,
Martinelli was
he
gone.
did place. He was a part of the 4 months where
Oh,
he did
He
feature,
came
right?
like 2, 3 weeks back, right?
mm.
He was out injured for a month.
Yeah, which we missed majority of the games.
Yes.
Okay, scrap that. We've had to endure a poor attack for 4 months. Even if Bukayo doesn't fire straight off, I've got no issues, man. He's just back. I'm happy about that.
Madrid trembling. True. Arsenal not even to buy in history. Now you're guaranteed you're going to win anything. So, as a Barca fan, you want Madrid to win. Is that what you're saying?
He
What?
is someone else, bro. He's not
He
Ainsley.
is not Ainsley. I'm going to win anything. But
As I
Bro,
told,
I
we're trolling with Bayern.
yeah,
yeah.
we're kidding, we're kidding. I thought you were Ainsley. That's why I come in peace, please. If you're new here, please subscribe.
I mean, we aren't even anywhere close to Bayern when it comes to footballing heritage. I'm just saying that would people right now see Bayern over Arsenal? I'm not too sure.
See, trembling looking at Sterling. If he was available, he's not available. He's suspended
Yeah,
for the first leg.
see,
Bro, imagine Sterling's ass also doesn't shake the same way as it did in his prime, bro. There's no trembling when it comes to Sterling. There's no trembling when it comes to Sterling, guys.
It's
I
a
mean, it would have been peak comedy if Sterling would have started the first leg against Real. Man, come on, get in.
Mhm. Well, but like speaking of like trembling and what to do now, like injuries. The Calafiori injury was probably most, like those,
Peak
uh,
injury.
those infants who were like just starting to like learn how to walk and then slip. It was like that. Like bro can't slip in a normal way and just like fall. Like, he'll get no. He always has to be dramatic. It always has to be elegant. I don't know how he does it. It's just like Calafiori stuff. It's like it's just there. This aura even when
Yeah,
he falls.
but on a serious note, man, our staff needs to tell him to be a bit careful when it comes to handling himself, man, because he's gotten injured a lot this season.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's fine that we, spawned Lewis Kelly. had it not been for him, we would have seen Zinchenko start most of these games.
Hmm, hmm.
Yep.
Yes, he needs to be careful.
And I'm not even like, yeah, I think Kelly was always going to break in. We didn't know he would be this exceptional.
Yeah,
I hope it's not a
100%.
first season thing. I hope it continues forever, like long, long time. Bro, just 18, younger than you
100%.
all. कुछ तो कर ले. Nah, this is a
NS,
proper NF.
NSFW? What is that?
I'm not
Not safe for
nothing.
work, bro.
Not safe.
You're not. Don't tell Parth
Sterling.
about it, bro.
Sterling was in team of the week at right wing over Salah.
I know my right winger. Oh yes, yes, in the last match week, right?
Levels, levels,
Uh-huh.
best
Devils, man,
levels.
Devils. What did Salah do? He dunked the PSG test. Raheem Sterling got a brace of assists against the mighty PSV, man. You can't compete. I'm sorry.
PSV over the PSG, bro.
Anyways, we'll just look into a few injuries and then we'll wrap it up before
Yep.
for the IPL. Okay. This one, I'm very, very happy that it is not a serious injury because honestly, he looked very, very good in the few matches he started.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
100%.
No matter how much of an Arsenal fan, Arsenal Academy, but it's a young kid.
Yeah.
The hate on Omari Hutchinson was also unwarranted. The hate on Chido is also unwarranted. But looking at the way Chido is like always using Arsenal as a way to like make fun of us, I
Yeah.
guess it is fine. But yeah,
I mean, but the kids at the end of the day, like they're 17 and 18, so I won't read too much into it. But whatever I've seen of Chidobe Martin and Aiden Heaven at United, I've been impressed.
mm.
Also, Chido Obi Martin got sent back to the under 18s or something, right? For this week.
So,
I don't
start
know.
batting session, man. Start bat session.
Mm-hmm. Um, Ceballos and Mendy. See, we knew Mendy would be back. I didn't know Ceballos could be back. It could be homecoming. You
Furlan
never know.
Mendy. I'm pretty sure most of the Real fans don't even rate Furlan Mendy, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I
Yeah,
think he's liked by people.
they prefer Fran Garcia over him.
Hmm.
hmm, hmm.
Mhm.
And if Ainsley's still here, I hope you're doing well. With love from the Good Football Showdown channel. And I thought, see, I think Ter Stegen is a very good keeper. I think he's better than Chesney. I think he should be the starting goalkeeper. Screw Chesney, right, Ainsley? Your season is over. Might as well start Sterling. I mean, might as well start Ter Stegen. Who cares? Who cares?
Sterling in goal would be better than Ter Stegen in goal, man. I'm not even lying.
Yeah, yeah. This weekend, Premier League football is back. Arsenal versus Fulham. Arsenal versus Arsenal 2.0. You can name it however you want. Smith Rowe, Iwobi, Bernd Leno. Um, who else? I don't even know.
Willian,
Willian.
Willian.
Oof. Dude, Willian at Fulham is something. I'm not gonna
His
lie.
second stint at Fulham. This is his second stint at Fulham.
Second stint, huh? Bro went to Fulham, did well, went to Brazil or something within six,
Brazil,
7 months.
yeah,
Again came back, and he's still doing well. Like, bro, like,
crazy. The
where
only club he did perform at in the Premier League is none other than yes
Arsenal? No, but the first match he started 3 assists.
against
Last match,
Fulham, man. Get
uh,
in, yeah.
the last match he played for us, he scored a goal. So I guess it was a nice round. Congratulations, William. I hope you do well. Um, predictions for
No, no, please, no. I'm not making any predictions, man. I've
True, man.
stopped
True.
doing that. No.
Sajid, bro. For a change, you give your
Considering
opinion.
considering how much of a kryptonite Marco Silva has been for Fulham, has
Yeah.
been against Arteta,
Mm,
this will
mm,
be a very difficult game. And if you're thinking of Saka coming back and being happy of him coming back against a Fulham side with Anthony Robinson, I don't know what you're thinking
mm,
about
mm,
because that guy's one of the best. Keep
100%.
alone a fully fit 180 would hardly try to make a difference against Anthony Robinson.
mm,
But we should
Agree.
at least show intent as to how we will structure ourselves against Real Madrid through this game because that's what we've been doing in our previous two games. So
Yeah.
Hopefully that is what we see, and no injuries, hopefully. And no refereeing decisions, of course, because
Yes.
they need to steal the deal of the week.
See,
And that too, it's like a midweek game.
like how Mr. Clive has said on his podcast, I think we should use the Fulham game and the Everton game to like somehow
Yep.
100%.
see
Yeah.
on how to like simulate our style against Madrid. That is all I'm using the
That
Premier League.
is, Madrid would play in a similar way. I mean, we are thinking of Madrid as being extremely, front-footed, aggressive. I'm pretty sure that they won't play like that.
Guys,
I
we
mean, they
forget.
would still create chances because they are Real Madrid, but they would be a bit more cautious at the Emirates.
Mourinho versus Rudiger. We'll be there. We'll always be
Easy,
there.
man. Easy. Easy.
Imagine Dr. Vivek if Ter Stegen returns, we're losing for years to. Yeah? Imagine Ter Stegen returns, we're losing for years to come. Hopefully, we should. Dr. Vivek. Oh, okay. He said sorry. I didn't see this. Imagine Ter Stegen come returns and Barca. Okay, okay, that is the response. Uh, uh, so sorry. मुझे लगता है Ter Stegen return is killer. Sancho says
Oh,
to
the
Arsenal,
1-0. I can see that. I can see this happening. But
Marina goal, we will be there. Uh, our two matches with Fulham were why we lost the league, especially the first one where we dropped 2 points against a 10-man team and never recovered. Silva
yeah,
said, "See,
दोस्ती
निभाना
निभाना
बंद कर."
बंद करो आर्टेटा भाई. आई अग्री. नहीं, सिल्वा से ही नहीं भाई. वेस्ट हैम का कोई भी मैनेजर हो, उससे दोस्ती निभाना बंद करो. एडी हाउ से दोस्ती निभाना बंद करो.
Bournemouth.
ईराओला से दोस्ती निभाना बंद करो. वो तो तुम्हारे ही इलाके का है. करो, बंद करो भाई. दुश्मनी करो अभी. कोर्टा से सीखो कुछ.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel you, Ainsley. By Barca is who I'm supporting against Madrid team. Huh. I think
Yeah.
except who? Except Salman and Raja. I don't know anyone else who supports Arsenal and Madrid. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
I have a certain amount of respect for Madrid, but yeah, Arsenal is the only club I support.
Mm-hmm. And wrapping up our stream, Mumbai versus KKR.
What are they
Our
doing,
title charge
bro?
starts today.
Started, bro. They're 45 for 5.
KKR are
Huh?
45 5. Yeah, yeah. For
KKR are
5.
45 for 5.
45 over 5. It's not a joke. It's really happening on the side. I mean,
Man,
if you look at the scorecard, who's taking the wickets? Deepak Chahar, 2 wickets. Hardik Pandya, 1 wicket. Damn. Trent Bolt, 1 wicket. Ashwani Kumar, I'm assuming he's a spinner.
man, who are these NPCs that get into every 11 every week,
Left
man?
rotation.
What is going on?
And that is
We had
medium
that
height, right?
Satya Narayan Raju, then Robin Mins. Who are these guys, man?
Aniket Verma, remember the name. I've said it
Yes.
starting of the season. I've said in
What a
starting of the
player.
season, Aniket Verma.
Yep.
MI has already taken 7 wickets in 7 overs. Yes, yes.
5
I
wickets.
no longer recognize my team.
Bro, after yesterday's CSK performance, I have lost hope in this franchise yet again, bro. I
Nine,
said the
nine, nine.
same thing last season, man. As much as you'd think that Jadeja's and the Dhoni's and this team will elevate this side in terms
Uh,
of mentality and stuff like that, the
uh,
mentality that they operate in against chases
uh,
is it sucks, bro. It sucks.
I
And I
know
don't
not
know if this
in
is
the last six
also a
seasons.
Stephen Fleming thing as well, bro.
See,
Because
question
it's
Stephen
a
Sherman now.
if you don't blame the coaches, if you don't blame the players, it has to come from a coaching point of view, right? See,
See,
because CSK have
they just
always
literally
been
one
very
change.
real.
Just one change away from being a competitive team, in my opinion. Drop Jadeja or Ashwin. You can't have both of them in the starting lineup. At least presently.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bro, I think we are just very, very reliant on our openers. And that
Uh,
just takes away all the batting that we have behind that.
mm,
Because
mm,
yesterday's game could have been won in with ease, bro. If like some of those catches weren't
mm,
like the Rian Parag catch that he caught or the Hetmeyer catch that he caught as well. Fuck that. Even if some of them made like a couple of more runs and actually didn't rely on what a Ruturaj or what a Rachin would end up doing on another
mm,
day's time,
mm,
it could
mm.
have turned out in a good game, bro. But we just make it difficult for ourselves, and I don't know. There is no intent, bro. Like power plays, you give out maiden overs for fun. You don't
Archer,
hit.
Archer
You
of all
see,
people.
Archer, yes, who hasn't picked up a wicket whole season, gets out crucial
Hmm.
wickets in the first with swinging the ball and stuff like that. And then you
Mm-hmm.
have Jadeja. I don't know, man. When the ball comes to your off stump, why do you move your whole body to play the ball in the leg stump? What
Yep,
is the need
he
in
was doing
getting the
that yesterday.
singles?
Yeah.
He's doing this since the last. He won us the final also like that only. But it's
Hmm.
very annoying. It's just very annoying.
Sky from Mumbai is asking, what do you mean not moving and hitting the ball to the other side? Yeah.
Hmm?
Sky, Surya Kumar
Ask
Yadav.
guy.
The only thing that has pissed me off infinitely is Hardik Pandya playing the nonchalant gimmick. Man, last match against GT, Blood was like he was 5 or 5 or something like that. He
Hmm.
defended a ball. He is giving looks to Sai Kishore. He defends it again. He takes a single. He plays in 3 dots and he's making that face like okay, I've got it, I've got it. Then proceeds to defend the ball again.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
They were low key though. They're both friends only. Emirates.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we
MI and oh wow, wow. MI and RCB fans are worse than ever.
what? What?
I
No,
mean,
no.
is this an insult to United or is this an insult to
चलो
MI and RCB?
चलो
Bro,
मत बराबरी करना सीखो.
every time RCB win a game, I see my neighbor light firecrackers over here, but I just
Oh,
laugh at him, bro. I just laugh at him. It's been 2 games that they won. Both the games I've gone out and I've heard firecrackers from him. That's how religiously they support this club, bro.
Mm-hmm. Wow, वैसे KKR is a cricket team, right?
weaker team.
I'm, I mean, they let go of
Against
stars and
MI,
hype.
against MI, it doesn't matter who your opponent is. The opponent will have the upper hand. So yeah, doesn't
Ah,
really matter.
you don't play this gimmick the rope, you're the underdogs. I give you one tight slap after winning 5 trophies.
Exactly.
अरे, man, we have food for any team in the
Wow.
league, man.
KKR's impact player is Lord Manish Pandey. Which
Manish
era are
Pandey,
we?
big 2025.
Which era
Atul,
are we living in, bro?
Man, what's going on?
Arush, you
Bro, I
support which
support
team?
CSK, CSK.
I mean, in spite of him ranting about openers, Ashwin, and Dhoni, and you still have to ask this Dr. Vivek, क्या हो रहा है? And
Bro, I
also,
just
right?
think if our Indian core was a bit better, no,
Hmm.
in place of like a Deepak Hooda, we had someone more formidable, or in place of a Vijay Shankar. He did more than what Hooda did in the last
Jai
2 games,
Shankar.
but fair enough to him. At least he hit a six. At least he took some good catches in
Hmm.
the field. But a Rahul Tripathi, I can make sense of the transfer, but he's not doing enough to back him, bro.
Rahul Tripathi was last good 6 years ago.
For RPS, that too, bro.
Pune,
Under
हाँ,
Dhoni,
for
that
Pune,
was
RPSG,
that's
man.
nice. I like this chat. Which comeback is better, Manish Pandey or Vivian?
Chesney, bro. Chesney's comeback.
Chesney.
Chesney. That is true. That is true.
Manish
These.
Pandey has been playing since 2008, man. He was there at the inaugural IPL. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. DC winning this season, bro. I will always. No, I was always a casual IPL fan, but if that happens, my God. See,
Man,
DC, right? Since,
they've
hmm,
literally changed the team's name 4 or 5 times. And they've still not managed, yeah. It
yeah.
was,
5 times.
the name and the logo. So it was Delhi Daredevils, then they changed the logo, then they changed the name, then they changed the logo again, then they changed the name. Something like that. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And DC
DC is a
winning,
good club,
man.
bro. I
DC
mean,
DC
I
was
don't
a
mind them winning,
short 8th, 9th, 10th finishing team, man, in the IPL. What is going
but they
on?
always had good players for them, bro.
No,
Yeah.
since that time they took over. I remember the first DC team that I mean after the takeover, after the new takeover, the first DC team hire Prithvi Shaw, Rishabh Pant. That
Prithvi.
Indian core was something,
Dhawan
bro.
played for them, no?
Dhawan played, I think, like 1 or 2 seasons
Shikhar
after that.
Dhawan was there. Warner and Dhawan. It was.
No, no.
Hmm.
No, it
Warner and
wasn't.
Dhawan was
Sorry. It
SRH.
wasn't Warner and Dhawan. It was Artis Harris. Yeah, yeah.
It
Sorry.
was Prithvi Shaw and Dhawan who used to open,
Prithvi Shaw and Dhawan.
Yeah.
and
Like that
then
Prithvi Shaw
Indian.
used to be half decent those days.
Rishabh Pant
He went on a
either.
crazy run where he was striking at 200 or something. He was
Mhm.
making 50s every game. Yeah, yeah.
to
Yeah, that came
that
during that
Indian.
era when he came back for Test match also. No? He
Hmm.
scored a double
Yeah,
century or
yeah,
something.
yeah, 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 yep, yep.
Oh, Dr. Vivek, this is a nice one.
WIPL,
What
man.
I was
Nice.
watching WIPL and I felt for Delhi. I hope DC can win. I'm not a fan though. See this
Two
one, right?
finals reached, bro.
Me and Dr. Anisha were like talking regarding this. She's an yeah, she's an RCB fan, but in the final she hoped for Delhi to win because she didn't want MI to win. And then she saw the final because I overslept or something like that, and she was like, it looked like DC gave away the match in spite of like trying so well, and it felt like the match fixing and shit like that. But it
I
is fun.
think Meg Lanning didn't perform in that game or something, no?
Uh, oh,
Yeah.
see, there was that
Yeah,
one
Meg
player.
Lanning did.
I think it was
Yeah,
Cap.
one player, yeah, she did good in bowling as well
She
as
did
batting as well.
bowling, batting, and fielding. All three she did, and yet
Yeah,
DC couldn't do shit. But yeah, it is what it
yeah.
is. And also, right, there's another interesting stat. Again, with me and when Dr. Anisha were like talking, RCB won their first two games away from home. The moment they went to Chinnaswamy, they lost all their games.
That
And
is their away stadium, bro. That is their away
no,
stadium.
this curse has been there since the time we lost to New Zealand in the Test series.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That curse has been there. So now, after winning two games, RCB has won the two games right, in the men's IPL. They won two games away. Now they need to go to Chinnaswamy. Now the fear is that they might go back to that stink where they lose all the games in
Exactly, bro. Chinnaswamy has always been their away stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but
Uh,
this time around, RCB has got a half decent bowling lineup, man. Josh Hazelwood, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. This is not the RCB I imagine.
if both of
I
them can
I
stay
still
fit,
think
I think they will be like decent. They'll be like
Yeah,
hard
they,
to win against. That is for
yeah,
I
sure.
still think
they'll be up there.
DC's bowling lineup is still the best.
Stark.
Man, Mitchell Stark, man, in 2025. How are you letting him get a fifer on your head? Come
But he was
on,
crazy good, man. Mitchell Stark 35 is still not bad. He's still very good.
Mitchell Stark, man.
Leave my SRH man. That fellow when he was KK also traumatized SRH. That
Yeah.
anyways, I'm telling him Suchit, those who support CSK should try and ask Dhoni to let go. He was responsible for their two losses. I
I
wouldn't
I
complain.
don't even support
He was not
CSK. Still, I
responsible.
try and tell people that Dhoni should go. See, I'm an
Mhm.
anomaly. I think for the greater good of the world.
No,
If
what is
you're
an
think
anomaly?
if you're blaming Dhoni for yesterday's performance, I would question you. If you're
But
blaming Dhoni to come out at number 9, okay, you can blame it as a factor, but there
mm,
were there were batters who were not performing. Why do you have to blame it on Dhoni though? Just because
mhm.
his stardom comes in between of the fans celebrating at the chip-off? I don't
See,
know.
Man, Loki.
what is an anomaly and was not even the reason. I mean, could be another reason why RR1 is not because of CSK's batting. It is because Sara Ali Khan was the one who performed.
And Riyan Parag at Assam is like something different on.
Yep.
Not really, but yeah, I guess Sara Ali Khan was the reason. You will
And
never know.
but why is Guwahati the home stadium for Rajasthan Royals,
So
man?
they
At least
basically want to promote Assam
Promote it.
cricket, and considering that Riyan Parag is made the captain, so it was the last game. They're going back to Rajasthan.
Two games. Like how?
Imagine DC play in Andhra Pradesh, bro.
Visakhapatnam.
See,
Half the tweets that Delhi Capital admin puts are in Andhra or sorry Telugu, and I'm
mhm.
like, what is going on?
I was waiting. Is Park going to say in Andhra? Right? I will just throw this. The thing is that my theory is that since they are owned by GMR, which is started by a Telugu person,
Oh,
that could be
GMR is a Telugu one.
it was started by a Telugu guy. That could be another reason why they're trying to promote IPL in Vizag.
Fair enough.
And
But if it's
yeah,
being
no
done to
problem. I
promote
wouldn't talk.
if it's being
Hmm.
done to promote cricket in other states, fair enough, man. I'm
Hmm.
backing.
GMR also has built the Goa International Airport, the new one.
They've done many things. Even I think the Delhi airport, the new terminal is also by them. The Mumbai
Yeah,
T2.
yeah.
They're very good. ABD Seva Gambhir in bro. This is something. Yeah,
Bro,
that is.
that dark
Hmm.
blue and red jersey was
Dark
crazy.
blue red. Yeah. Dark
Delhi
blue red. Yeah.
Devils with ABD Sehwag and Gambhir, bro, elite shit.
Yeah.
What did they do? Jack shit. RCB, we already have a trophy with us for the past 18 years.
Ooh,
Virat
Kohli,
Kohli.
Kohli, Kohli.
Ha ha ha. At
What
this
a
point, if I
trophy.
don't understand, am I really an IPL fan?
करो भाई, Kohli full support.
Did you all hear the joke?
Yeah,
Apparently,
yeah,
Punjab or something was brought up in Delhi and played for RCB. All three have.
yeah. This joke is prevalent.
Uh, DC women's team fall in this final. Fail, fall
Fall.
in the final. Yeah, fall
Well,
in the
against
final. Reminded me of how Indian. Bro, this one was something, man. This was when we bottled that final. I didn't understand how, how. And I remember even that final against Australia. Like I know it was Australia, but we were in winning position. And yeah, I know all the pressure fell on Harmanpreet to like win it, but like, bro, how can you keep losing, man? Like, yeah, I think it was twice in a row we lost to Australia in that stint, if I'm not wrong. See, Arush will question me and not Dhoni. That is a real.
ooh, Burns, man, Burns. Shots being fired. Nah.
We need Desi
What did he
Jamie
say?
Carragher to. But see, Arush
See,
will
I
question
should
me, not
question
me.
me. This is a real
This
problem
is the
with
real problem
CSK.
with CSK, I guess.
Nah, bro, I've always been that guy who would promote the team in front of the player because it's gotten a bit when you had the fairy tale finish to actually retire both
Hmm.
him and Jadeja
Yeah,
from
Hmm.
the franchise at least. They didn't
Hmm.
choose to do it. Okay, Dhoni, I get the chance. He's still very good with what he
Hmm.
does behind the stumps. He's still one of the best, if not the best, he's still one of the best behind the stumps. But
Hmm.
if you're blaming him batting wise,
Hmm.
there are more individuals in the side to critically analyze more than him.
Hmm.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's what I'd say, man.
We need Desi Jamie Carragher to tell Dhoni to leave cricket before cricket leaves him. It's
अरे
already.
मैं हर सीएसके के मैच में वही बताता हूँ. I'm right
But his
here.
his stumping is something else, man.
Stump.
Stumping's too good.
Stumping, man. They talk about the stumping for the next 4 games, man.
Uh-huh.
every moment they talk about the stumping, and I'm like, no, please. And
No, it's
Ambati Raidu, and that Subramaniam Badrinath, man. Nah.
and Raina. Oh my
Raina,
God.
भाई सुरेश रैना, अरे बाप रे.
DC knows they cannot win the IPL, so they're trying bigger responsibility to try and promote amalgamation of
Amalgamate.
two cultures and
Two cultures are.
Smart, bro.
Oh,
Smart, bro. Smart.
Dr.
Smart, bro.
Vivek doesn't talk normally, man. He's always going into those deep conversations, man. Crazy.
doctor for a reason.
Doctor for a reason.
Ah, we are at 1 hour 47 minutes. We hit 539 subscribers. We lost at one subscriber. I'm sorry if we offended you, man. I'm sorry. Uh, but yeah, it was a nice chat. We'll wait for like a minute or so for more comments and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. Mm, any more comments? Okay. We have. I'm biased towards Dhoni too, and I don't see any utility behind Dhoni's inclusion. Behind your Dhoni's inclusion, you see, when we play
Fair
cricket on
enough.
the speed, we look to leaders in dark times, and when the leader comes at night, damn.
But I
Fair
think
enough.
Stephen Fleming has given a proper explanation as to why he comes later, and
Mm.
that is again fitness related. So why not just retire, brother?
Oh, I mean, he did have his knee injury. I get all of that, but when you're not, see, look at Sanju Samson. He'll come only for batting, no? When Dhoni
Hmm.
is good, only for like what, stumping and all of that. Let him do. I mean, see, for like keeping, let him just do the keeping part and just sub him off. But no, since he's Dhoni, we need him to hit 1-6, beat 49 runs in one ball, 1-6. We'll celebrate like
The
we won.
crowd is always cheering when he hits a six,
Mm.
and even if it is inconsequential, they go berserk. And I'm like, no, what is going on, man? Why? Why are you
Mm.
embarrassing yourselves?
Mm. Yeah, this is a nice chat. We'll wait for like maybe 1 minute and then we'll wrap it up. Because even my butt is hurting sitting in the same place for 2 hours. Oh my god.
I really want to see how Rohit Sharma does today, though.
नहीं चलेगा. Let me check if KKR has any left arm bases. One second. Squad KKR. Sunil Narayan, I
And
agree.
even right arm pacers get him out for cheap, man. It isn't
Harshit Rana
really
is there,
the case.
Spencer Johnson, Russell,
Spencer Johnson
Varun,
is a left arm pacer.
Kalas,
Makaran,
Kalas.
Spencer
Varun
Johnson.
Chakravarti is there, bro, and he comes in into the power play. So if he remains for more than 1 over, then good GG to him.
The thing with Rohit Sharma is you cannot predict what version of Rohit Sharma will appear on a certain match demand. I cannot take into consideration his form. His form means
Bro,
nothing to me.
bro, Dhoni at 43 this season has done more than what Rohit Sharma has done the whole season. But why is he not asked to be retired?
Because he won India the Champions Trophy and the T20 World Cup.
आज जब
Just
भी
doesn't make sense, bro.
That is the only thing I can come up with. I am not going to defend Rohit Sharma's batting. He is ass.
wait, I
And we even have that South African Odegaard. What is his name?
South
Ryan
African Odegaard.
Rickelton. Ryan Rickelton. Have a look at his face. He looks just like Odegaard.
do you think football is better than cricket? Never seen anyone someone of the physique of Rohit Sharma.
You don't see this
Lukaku,
level of
Just
politics
ना ना
also.
मैं सिर्फ बोलता हूँ नहीं just go on YouTube and search खाने में क्या है करके एक शो है just search that उसमें मुंबई इंडियंस के players have come in for a chat and look at the way they talk about Rohit Sharma in that interview.
no, but tell me this, right? Does physique really matter when you're able to take those quick runs, play all the long innings? I mean, Test cricket he can't play more than 10 waters. I'm talking in ODI long innings or field for like that long and able to hit those big
Modern
sixes.
modern cricket has the requirement for you to be fit. So
Bro,
had it
Rinku got
been the
out.
old days, what?
See,
Rinku got out, bro.
Rinku. Whenever we are talking about Rinku Singh, I'm just reminded of the tweet I sent.
Exactly, bro. I can't get it out of my head, bro.
No. We've already
That
said so
tweet
much
is
bullshit.
world class.
Don't say it here, please. I beg you. I
That
beg
tweet
you.
was world class, so I can't.
चलो भाई लोग, it's always fun to talk to you three. हम भी I hope तुम लोग मस्त व्यस्त और and स्वस्थ रहो.
Swastika.
Come on, you gunners. Come on, you gunners.
Crazy, bro.
But
Must
coming back to
व्यस्त
this point, right?
मस्त
See, physics, the physics part of things, not everyone has to be Virat Kohli to play good. Rohit
yeah.
Sharma in his own way has done well. Dhawan in his own way has done. Look at Dhoni. Do you think Dhoni looks the most stylistic or the most chiseled? No, he can still play the way he is doing because of however he is. Fitness is a different thing from physique. I think that is an
And
important thing that people need to
in
differentiate.
a way, Virat has changed the way fitness is seen
Huh.
in cricket. Had it not been for Virat Kohli and his ridiculous diets and the amount of work he puts in,
Hmm.
the amount of work he does on himself, nobody
Hmm.
would have talked about this because Rohit Sharma has always been that bulky guy, but
Hmm.
he has been the one, who, if not for Virat, he's the second most important player in the Indian cricket team. So
Hmm.
yeah,
I
he's
agree.
done
I
that
agree.
only on the
Also,
basis of his
and
stroke play.
also Rohit Sharma has never been this bulky, okay? Because I randomly for some reason saw this video of him getting a hat trick in IPL. Bro was like me or thinner. He was like this, he was
Yeah,
like this, like this. Now bro is like
yeah,
this, but it is what he's still doing the great things that he's always been doing. So no complaints, no. Like see, when Lukaku is banging goals, nobody will talk about his physique or his color.
exactly.
When he's not banging goals, suddenly ma and everything will come out. Why? It's the same thing. I
Twitter,
don't think.
Twitter is the worst place for you when it comes to cricket, man.
Hmm.
Every player has got a slander name. Every
Hmm.
player.
True. Rohit Sharma won you two international trophies in 2 years by changing his style at this age, and people still just like. Shows our reaction. Agreed.
It's just the image that Rohit Sharma has on social media, right? There are people who love him, and then there are people who just use his name for making memes.
Hmm.
Vada Pav, all of that has
See,
come from that.
I think most of Rohit Sharma's bad PR comes in because of his test career. Because see, when T20, everyone was like high praises. Then the test matches came. People shat on him. Huh? And
Yeah.
then the way he utilized Bumrah and getting him an injured, criticized. Then came the international. Then came the Champions Trophy. Everyone were again praising him. So I think the test stint is what is like really hindering
Because even Rohit Sharma in IPL has not been good for Mumbai Indians. Like he's rarely gotten more than 300 runs in a season. So he's been very under par in the IPL.
Manish Pandu out as well, bro.
Manish Pandu.
Eight, 80 for 7, guys. The
At
NPC
least they
guy you
bring
were talking about, Parth, has gotten 3
three
wickets.
wickets. Yeah, Ashwin is.
What?
Ashwini Kumar. Yep.
Bro, what is MI and them scouting this?
No, no, man.
पैसा बोलता है
There was this one guy who now is in KKR or something. His name was Anukul Roy. The only
Ankul
use
Roy.
of that guy was fielding. He didn't bat, he didn't bowl. The only thing he did was fielding, and he was bloody good at it.
Didn't did not mean to sound disrespectful. Just saying the football needs a different side of sta
Yeah,
this
yeah.
agree. Football more explosive type of fitness, whereas cricket is not. Cricket is more stamina and like hand-eye coordination. Huh? And
Yeah.
football, right? If you look at Lukaku is another. He's not literally the most chiseled kind of guy, but the way he plays will give him
Bro, he
give
has
him
like 400 career goals or something.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And
Okay,
not all of them are.
Romelu Lukaku is seen as some bum only because of his international career. I'm telling you, had it not been for his national team career, he would have been
And
among the
Chelsea and
greats.
Chelsea. And had he not come to Chelsea, I think he would have been a legend by now in Italy. At least the way
Man.
he was going in.
Pablo Mari gave him a Chelsea career, man. I can't believe it. 8 wickets now.
Hi Rabba. Please tell me
Mitchell
Santner.
Santner is
Please
making a
tell me
difference.
Santner. Please tell me
I,
Santner.
I, I, I cannot get with Mitchell Sandner what we are trying to do. He bowled 2 overs in the first game. He bowled 3 overs in the second game. And NPCs are bowled out. And he doesn't get 4 overs. And he's our best bowler, I would say.
See, I'm not see. So me and other people play draft, IPL draft, and I have Santner. If Santner gets wickets, I'm happy. Please,
Then
Santner.
there was a time when I was so invested in the IPL Fantasy League and Dream 11 that I used to care less about the game and more about who is giving me how many points, man.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
See, Dream 11, I get it. You give PAN card, you enjoy that. But I stopped enjoying cricket when I played at Dream 11. There were days where I was hoping that Warner gets out so that he doesn't give points to other people who captained him. And I'm an SRH fan. Like, so that was
Yeah.
like, did I really,
Yeah.
is money really that important when compared to this shit? So I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I know it is fun. People who do it for the money do it responsibility. But like, I don't know, man. I just find like kind of disrespectful. Like, you're hoping for your own team player to like not know how to. It's not my cup of tea. But yeah, they're almost hitting 2 hours. Okay, it was not out 10 wickets gone. Huh. I was like refreshing like how bad is my internet that I can't see 8 wickets here. Damn it, Santner. Hmm.
And
But yeah,
if we somehow manage to lose this game, man.
oh yeah, it would be like how MI lost against SRH when SRH scored 118 in Mumbai in Wankhede
Yeah.
Stadium. Oh,
Yeah.
that was peak.
And those were the days when SRH was a team who rarely got more than 140 in a game, man, and they would still defend it most of the time.
Ooh, see, that's what now before this season, SRH was what? Top four fix. If we finish
Yeah,
top four, whatever happens after that is magic. That is not our responsibility. But this season coming in, we were like, oh, winners, top
I
two.
remember those days, man, when you had who was it? George Bailey. No, George Bailey used to play for you.
No, George.
George Bailey for Delhi, no, Delhi
No,
Daredevils.
he was at Kings
Yeah,
11
no, how are you,
at
Yeah,
man?
he
How
was
are
at
you?
Kings also.
I
Kings
got late.
11
How
with
are you
the
all?
but
George Bailey was
SRH में
class.
there are certain SRH coded players man I can think of. Ah, one
Wait,
was तुम्हारा Dale Steyn,
Ben Cutting also, no? Oh,
Ben Cutting.
great man.
Ben Cutting's only thing, and his wife also said, was to make
RCB
sure
final.
that IPL is not won by RCB and save cricket,
Yes,
save India.
Ben
That's
Cutting
why,
man,
bro. W
crazy.
Ben Cutting.
Bhuvi. Dude,
Bhuvi, Bhuvi is the most SRH player ever.
we had Moises and Enriquez.
Enriquez, ho ho ho,
We had
cult hero man, cult.
we had Cameron White.
Y'all had
We had
fucking Deepak
Yes, this
Hooda when he
guy.
could play, bro. We have
no
Deepak Hooda when he can't. to bat on the ball, bro.
One tight slap. Deepak would I give you one? We had even this one. Tisara Pereira.
Oh yeah,
Thisara Pereira,
Tisara, what a guy, man. Sri Lankan legend.
Sri Lankan legend, crazy.
The shit. I mean, we had players, but we had no team. That is the thing. When see, even in 2016, even though Kohli scored 900 odd runs, where was
You had Hanuma Vihari, man.
Hanuma?
Hanuma Vihari.
We had VVS Lakshman also. Like, bro, I thought you were about to say Moises Kaiser.
Poison. Oh,
But
but
yeah.
Moses Enriquez went unnoticed, man. He was very good for SRH.
Hmm. Cameron White was another example
Cameron
who
White,
was like
yeah.
so random.
I beg your
It was.
pardon. I didn't mean to say George Beatty. Yeah, Cameron White.
I know when you said George Milner, I remember like, for some reason like, I thought like you meant Cameron White. I thought you meant Cameron.
Thisara Pereira, man.
Even
He's
Kane
a
Williamson had like
T20.
a decent stint in the
Williamson, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's that season when Warner got banned and like
Yeah, he
everything.
was the captain, right?
Season where we lost 4-10 to CSK. That was a season where that was a season where Kane Williamson as a T20 player was established. Till then, nobody rated him as a T20 player.
Even this guy played for you all, no? Naman Ojha.
Naman
Naman
Ojha, man.
He was good, bro.
Naman
Vridhaman
Ojha.
Saha played for SRH. Naman Ojha.
Riddhiman Shah.
Yuvraj Singh played SRH for SRH.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I remember, man.
I
Yuvraj
know
Singh.
this guy used to play for you all. He used to play good also, Johnny Bairstow.
Besto, yes. It
Best of
was
two.
अभी latest में ना latest में खेलता था ना वो.
That 200 run partnership or like 190 run partnership, Bairstow and Warner, bro, elite shit.
और
Against
yeah.
RC. I was everywhere.
RCB
Oh,
was
JP Domini played for you all.
JP
JP2.
Dumini.
I
Bro,
still remember his
Rohit
time
Sharma
in the
started
initial
us.
season.
Rohit Sharma was at Deccan Chargers, right?
Of
Yeah.
Deccan Chargers.
Oh, JP Dumini, Herschel Gibbs, Andrew Simons.
Herschel.
Oh, this
RIP.
guy played for you all, bro. Jason Holder.
Jason Holder, man. Yes.
Do you
I'm
remember
just going through the
that
list, bro.
the tall guy, the 7 foot guy, Billy Stanley or Billy Stanley or something?
What?
He
Oh,
played
yeah,
like
yeah. Billy Stan.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he
He
played like
played in the
one.
BBL also, no?
He
BBL or
played
South
one.
African League, one of them.
He played BBL. I mean, he's Australian, right? He played BBL. I don't know about Australia, but he
You
played
had
Sean
one
like
season.
Tate? Did
Siddharth Kaul
Sean
also.
Tate play for you all?
Sean Tate, no, never.
Siddharth Kaul played for you all, no?
Siddharth Kaul, yes, man. He was good. He was good at SRH.
2 insane IPL seasons and then Kalas.
Mustafi Zur played for you all as well, bro.
Mustafi Zur, he started his IPL career for SR.
He was just known for bowling those slower ones. He used to do this every ball.
Even
Quinton de Kock,
Ian Morgan was part of your team.
Ian Morgan. Dude, this one Jason Roy played for us. Alex Hales, I think, also played for us.
Yeah,
Jason
Alex
Roy,
Hales played for us.
man.
Quinton de Kock made his debut for in IPL, I think for SR.
Bro, the most fearful factor of SRH used to be when these guys used to open, of course, and then you had like Bhuvi and then Rashid Khan also as an option to bowl.
Rashid Khan, man.
Rashid Khan started. I think KL Rahul started his IPL career.
Yeah, KL Rahul also started a career.
Crazy, man.
And then he went to RCB, no?
RCB, yeah. Randomly, he used to play very good there, and then he was shipped next season.
No, I don't think he was given a chance at RCB. I think
he did well. He did well for the chances he got, but then he was shipped when the mega auction came.
Even Karan Sharma was there for
Russell took a wicket.
Andre Russell in Big 2025, man.
The Shashank Singh is there now. Who's playing at
Punjab.
Kings 11.
He played for SRH last season. No, last season. Yeah. He played like some 3-4 balls. He scored 2 sixes.
2022 season, yeah. His highest score was 25.
Yep.
Ishant Sharma played for you, yeah.
Ishant Sharma used to play for you when you had that grey jersey, right? Grey and orange jersey.
My highlight about Ishant Sharma is against Kochi Tuskers Kerala. Bro was on fire. Remember? Like I don't know if you guys remember, but yeah, he was insane against Kochi Tuskers Kerala.
Ishant Sharma in test matches used to be like a different guy.
Yep, he still is, man. He's very good.
He played like day before yesterday something, no, for some team. Who does he play for?
GT. He played for GT.
He played for GT yesterday. Yesterday, day before yesterday. Yeah.
Me and Dr. Anisha like talking. We thought he was a fielder, but bro came and bowled 140 plus. In mid
Yep.
2025, Ishan Sharma came and
And
bowled 124.
he's been bowling
Bro,
from
these days,
2008, man.
that's what.
He broke
Even
out.
before that,
Yeah, he broke out again in 2008 in a test match. Sorry, in an ODI game. He was
Mm-hmm.
bowling to Ricky Ponting, and Ricky Ponting wasn't able to play him.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a famous spell. Yes.
Yep.
yeah.
He's still
Bro,
very
these
good, man.
days
Ishan Sharma.
you go for these games of like these simulator games to play in like these gaming parks and all. And then Ishan Sharma is the guy who bowls from that hold for you, bro. It's like too crazy. Because I remember
Okay.
going for this shit in Bangalore as well. So he comes with this full action and then he bowls because he's this tall guy, imposing
Mm-hmm.
figure and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. IPL has its own memories. Like Waltati is one other memory. That one innings against CSK, bro. I remember.
Bro,
Insane.
CSK and Albie Morkel, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'll be more
clutch.
curious.
Absolute clutch. Lakshmipati Balaji was some other clutch.
Lakshmipati Balaji, man, crazy.
Murli Vijay, remember that one season before he made a debut
Murli
for
Vijay and Matthew Hayden.
uh,
Let's not talk about Murli Vijay and
Matthew
Dinesh
Hussey.
Karthik, bro.
Even sorry, Hussey is one. Matthew Hayden is also one. Like these
Yeah.
two were like
Yeah,
something else. Matthew Hayden and
Murli
his
Vijay used to play.
Michael Hussey as well, no?
Michael Hussey. Sorry,
Michael Hasan. He was very good for CSK.
Hayden and
Even
his
Dub Bollinger used to be there, bro.
uh, yeah.
Dirk
Crazy guy.
Dirk Nanes as well, man. Dirk Nanes has also played. He was for Delhi Daredevils.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah.
Bro,
Man,
IPL has
IPL man,
nothing beats the vibe of CSK and Dwayne Bravo, bro.
Dwayne Bravo, man.
Back when all these West Indies legends were the actual legends, man.
uh, no, I think the only three West Indian players who have done it properly in the IPL or had the IPL are
Pollard, Bravo, Gale.
Pollard and Bravo. These three. Because uh,
Now Puran is also doing
Nicholas
Brera
Puran,
stuff,
Puran,
yeah,
so.
he's been very good for LSG. Yeah.
Puran is like
Did you
having
say
like
Andre Russell?
moments.
No.
I mean, see, Russell is also like he's there, but not like he's having moments. I don't think he's been consistent in the entire season. Huh? I think the
But he's done
2019,
enough to count him as one of the best.
I know the
Sunil
2019.
Narayan, man, come on, how are we
Oh yeah,
Oh
leaving him?
yes, I forgot. I think SRH just doesn't have good luck with West Indian players, except Darren Sammy.
Darren Sami, man.
Murli
Bro, I
Vijay,
remember
Bhavesh Pandya, proper.
waking up and watching what's the league? What's the league called, man? What's the
What?
West Indies league called?
Caribbean
Caribbean
Premier
Premier
League.
League.
Caribbean
Uh,
Premier League. The
mhm.
vibes that it
They
had
they
were
had one.
crazy.
They had this one guy, one Krishma Santoki. Don't know if
Okay.
you guys know him or
Even they
not.
had like Samuel Badri and stuff like that, no?
Yep, and
Uh-huh.
that guy, what is his name?
Mm.
Sheldon Cottrell.
Sheldon Cottrell. Correct.
Sheldon.
Crazy.
He got taken
All
to
of
the
them were good.
cleaners by freaking वो क्या नाम है टेवाटिया.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, Tewati is a cult classic. My God.
And I'll never
Tewatia
forget
also
that
peaked
innings
when
that
he
he
was.
played for RR, man. Like he was at one point I was like, just hit your wickets and get out, man. why
Mm.
why are you embarrassing yourself? And he hit Sheldon Cottrell for 4, 5, 6s.
Mm-hmm. That innings kind of reminded me of how remember in 2019 season when KKR needed like some 60 odd runs in like what 20 balls or something,
RCB,
and
it
that
was against RCB. What was his name? Tim Saudi was bowling, man. KK won the game with 5, 6 balls to spare.
it was against RCB. Bro,
KKR and RCB have like an unreal beef, bro.
Well, I mean,
uh,
KKR was out of the game, then
mm,
came in Tim Saudi and he conceded about 24, 30 runs in that over, man.
mm, mm, mm. Do you guys
Anyways, I'm
remember
gonna cut,
Champions
bro.
League T20? That was like the Club
Yup,
World Cup.
yup,
Bro,
yup, yup, man. Crazy.
in a way, I'm kind of glad it is like no more because it was kind of like it didn't make sense, I guess, because cricket is not a club first kind of
It
sport, so
was
that's why I don't think it was there.
Champions League, man. It was Champions League, basically. Of
Mm, yeah.
They had some very good teams. New South Wales. Then
Mhm.
there was another Sydney Sixers. Yep.
Anyways, it has been a great stream. 2 hours, 10 minutes, and no subscribe. I mean, we gained a subscriber and we lost a subscriber as well at the same time. Bro, what the hell? We do definitely need to crack that 538 subscribers very very soon. Not sure how that is going to happen, but the shorts are making good numbers. See, we've gone to 500. Sorry, 39. Came back to 38. 39, 38, 38. One day we need to break the 349. Yeah, it is what it is.
People once people realize what they are missing on the stream, and I'm pretty sure they'll join in. The content that we provided isn't provided by anybody else.
See, today those 10 minute segment where it went completely beyond my scope. Nah? Like, if that is fine. I'm okay. But things my mother watches. Amma, these are my friends, not my fault. Anyways, before we wrap it up, any last words from you guys and the chat?
Hopefully we win, bro.
We are coming for the sixth title, man.
Oh,
City.
Yep. IPL, am I?
Arush, any final words?
Nah, bro, I just hope we win, no injuries, and Bukayo Saka gets a great reception.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bukayo Saka's reception is going to be like when Messi warmed up for Barca against
I'm
Atletico.
manifesting it, man. Get
Yep,
in.
same thing. Simple words. Arsenal will win the trophy. Which trophy? Depending on how Arsenal wants to play. Um, yeah, that is it. I'm not going to say anything else.
My last words are Real Madrid, don't hide away. Please don't hide away from us, man. We are
Hmm.
watching you. Don't duck our test.
One suggestion: can we make Indian football content? I was so
I'm
annoyed
trying
last
to
week.
cover it. I'm trying to cover it as much as I can
Mhm.
through my tweets, but that's the
I know the
majority.
crux of it. I've seen sometimes. Am I eligible enough to like talk about it at a depth? Not really. It's like me talking about like swimming or badminton. I have no idea, but I
I
do the
follow it
crux of
quite a lot.
it.
I
Right?
follow ISL as well quite a lot. So
Yeah, he
Hmm.
let's
Hmm.
see,
does.
man.
I mean,
Let's see.
Arnav, do one thing. Gather one or two other people. We'll get them on the panel and we'll make it another
Yeah,
showcase. Okay?
exactly. Because I'm not
Definitely.
the best person to talk about Indian football. I hardly
Same,
watch any of it.
same thing. It'll be an insult if I spoke about football, about Indian football.
Exactly. Yeah.
For a
Yeah.
matter of fact, I'm going for the semi-final games here only. Bangalore versus FC Goa day after tomorrow. Let's see how that goes. Away support, bro, at Bengaluru.
I just know Kerala Blasters are a team like
They are the
RCB,
RCB.
huge
They,
fan base.
they are the RCB.
They
Biggest
are they have
RCB.
a crazy fan base, right?
They have a very woke
Ah,
fan base, bro. But it is good for them because if they actually do something for India, this is one of Asia's top five fan bases with an average
Hmm.
attendance of more than 40,
top
50K.
five.
What?
Wow.
Top
What?
five, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
50,000
Aver
people attend every Kerala
average is
Blasters.
25 to 30 in Asia, with loud supporters, with tifos
hmm.
running around the whole
That is
stadium,
crazy. Crazy
And
and
good.
just look at the videos, bro. It's absolutely insane. Like, I don't know
bro,
if
how
you
do you
remember,
think
like,
Messi is coming? How do you think Messi is coming to
Kerala.
India? It's because of
Hmm.
Kerala government.
Mm-hmm.
Kerala tourism has done this, so it's
And
because of
also
them.
remember that one poll or some online competition. I
Yeah,
forgot his
Fiago,
name.
that
Yeah,
Fiago guy.
Fiago's
Yeah, yeah,
contest.
yeah.
Fan base is there. It's
Bro,
already.
one of the best creators, like even Street Pana and all of these guys, they always come to watch games for Kerala Blasters only. These
Mm-hmm.
people, they've upped their social media game, but they actually need to do something in the pitch because they've been robbed last season. I'd agree. They've had very harsh decisions, but they've not had that consistency in a season.
Mm-hmm.
Even you can compare FC Goa to B and RCB also, but they've won a lot of league titles. I mean, not league titles, but cup competitions, and
Hmm.
they've represented. They are ISL's first club to represent India in Asia as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they have quite a lot of records like that. But they just need to win the league title, which we hope it can be this season. And FC Goa's coach is also India's coach, so let's see.
Oh, that's allowed. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Manolo Marquez.
Wow, I can't go because Mumbai FC got knocked out.
Yes, it is.
They got
Uh,
trashed by Bengaluru day before yesterday, 5-0 in a knockout game.
mm,
Ooh. Real
one
Madrid, we are coming.
One final word. The Arsenal women were able to sell out 21,000 tickets for the home match against Lyon, which is going to be held on April 19th. And these are early bird tickets, not even like general early bird tickets. 21,000. Our capacity is 68.
Crazy.
If people, whoever are there in UK, are willing to go to UK for this match, please go, because the way we performed against Madrid, bro, we could have won
Comeback.
5 or 6 nil.
Crazy comeback.
It was 6 nil.
Yep.
It was just simply, it was just so good. I mean, Russo is a crazy footballer, but my God, that match she could have herself scored a hat trick and maybe 5 goals. But yeah, it is what it is. We can keep talking, we can keep blabbering, but there is a lot of things we need to do in life, like watch
Yes,
IPL. So we'll okay. Yeah. Arsenal women team have the European aura.
they
True.
do
True.
because they won
We'll,
the Champions League. So
mm-hmm. Yeah. We can keep talking. We're sorry about the timing. We thought 9 p.m. was a nice time. We got excited with the Saka news, and we thought, you know what, we'll just stream early. So in case people were waiting for the 9 o'clock stream, we are sorry. We were here there. We were here from 6:30 p.m. IST. So we'll try to do better next time. We'll plan our things
mhm.
better.
Lot of people engaged with us, man.
Uh,
105, 10 comments, man. Crazy.
how did you see
How
what?
do you see that, bro?
I can see it in my comment section, like here. We've got the private chat and then the comment section. So if I don't open the messages, I can see the messages getting collected there.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
99 for 9.
Do you guys want to stay here till 10 wicket falls?
Nah, bro. I have work to do, bro.
Oh, shit.
At least for a
Wow.
Mumbai game, no.
I
Ah,
have to see some tweets that I will put out today. Nah.
okay, guys. I will leave. I will leave you guys,
I
and
know one
yeah.
guy who will be happy with this is Daksh, bro.
My
Ah,
his IPL game is crazy good, man. The tweets he puts out, man.
I remember last season when he tweeted saying, "I don't watch enough of IPL."
End this stream, and then we'll talk.
Yeah.
Please, guys. Sorry, I'll end it better. Till we see you guys next time. Till then, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're on the world. Bye bye. Peace.
Bye bye.